icon boy as well.
Oh, I forgot that this was the last thing we were doing. Alright, so Saba's probably not going to be here, so you're good with just us going for now, right?
Sure.
My figure is probably for right now, any voices that we weren't already doing, we could probably just skip for the time being.
Sure.
Just because there's a lot of characters right now for 2 people.
I mean, I'm fine with pulling double duty until we get more people.
Because I was thinking about, well, I mean, the judge. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay. Let me double check. All right, I'm gonna throw my phone across the room. All right. Well, Sir Detective Atme.
Oh, I like your voice.
Thank you. I realized moments before I started that this was your voice, too.
I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly. So did the judge and the defense attorney. We all have the same voice.
we, oh my god. I don't want to, because you said we get to see, like, one of the alternate judges. I really don't want to, but I gotta make it his voice, too. Oh no, Sir Detective Atme. You were the one who... Dude, I don't like them just jacking each other off. Oh, dude, he's just Judge, but younger.
And he's different looking.
Vaguely. I mean, he has the same beard, even.
I mean, that's it, though. Everything else is different. I mean,
Wait,
same
is this
skin
the...
color,
Is this actually, because you mentioned something like this before. Is this the Judge's brother who's Canadian?
Maybe.
That's enough, eh?
That's enough, eh?
Yeah, see? This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial.
He's nasally and Canadian. Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm from Chicago, see?
His dad's from Chicago, his mom's from Canada.
Connecticut. This court finds the defendant, Luke Atme. I found him. He's right there. Wait! Don't hand down your verdict yet, please.
Buzzer beater. Well, well, Sir Lawyer. Welcome to my courtroom.
But why are you still such a pompous asshole? Oh my god, look at his
I
eyes.
told you.
Who's this hoser, eh? My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And I wish to file an accusation against this man, Luke Atme. Accusation? You accuse Master Mask? That man is not Master Mask. He's a ruthless murderer.
He's just a ruthless murderer.
What? But
We almost were there.
I didn't. I assumed that. Okay. Well, we're good. It's really funny. So now, based on what you were saying before, this next half is longer, but this should be the end of the case, right?
Yeah, but it's a pretty long second half of this trial.
Okay. I could have sworn I heard Maya's voice. Mia's voice. I don't
Unlike
hear.
you,
I don't hear Maya's voice.
Yeah, unlike you, I can't hear your voice because Saba's not here.
Oh man, an entire stream without Maya. I'm so happy. Unfortunately, this does mean that I don't get any Pearl.
Nicky boy.
Hey, boy. Oh, Miss Delight. Oh, and also I was thinking about it because last night after the stream I took my shower and I was thinking about my theory of
You were having r/shower thoughts?
Yes. I was thinking about my theory of Desiree actually like holding multiple lives at the same time. and like maybe she was the Donna that what's his face Larry was talking about. But then I thought about it and I was like, well, that doesn't actually make any sense because he delivered the wallet to her, and so he saw her, so he would have he would have like called her Donna or whatever. You know what I mean? But anywho.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Delight.
Is it true a detective's the real killer?
To be honest, we don't have any definite proof. But he's the only one that could have done it.
Well, wasn't he at Lord Taylor that night?
No, you were, because you're the thief. Just give her Toad's voice. I mean...
Make her even less likable.
Is that even possible? Oops. It's almost time. Better get back
We
to
won't
the
know
courtroom.
unless we try.
with our powers combined, we can make Maya even less likable. I need to find some solid proof. I read that as some sound proof, and I was like, "Oh, dude, are you streaming too?" And it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. Excuse me. Detective, look at me. Now then, this court is back in session, eh?
I've been hanging out with my little brother too much, I think, eh?
Well, because we're in courtroom 6, right now, so that means there's at least 5 others, and we know that the one right next door, so in theory, courtroom 5, that was the one with his brother in it. I like the idea of there being 6 siblings total, and they're all dudes with the same beard, but with slightly different personality quirks.
Personality quirks? You mean just accents?
Yeah. You know, everybody knows that your personality is just where you came from.
Sure.
Mr. Luke Atney, please take the stand. Talks like he's from Quebec, eh?
Well, how do you do, Sir Lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly.
Thank you, I was waiting. I was waiting for the joke.
It wasn't a good long enough word with enough syllables.
I couldn't let them hand down your verdict just yet. Not when you have, when it would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Mask to Mask.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid even the great Luke Atney has no idea what you mean. Of course, I have been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning.
O'clock.
I'm afraid there's no way I could know what's been going on in here.
In here.
Yes.
You've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as Mask to Mask.
Indeed, it's truly child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables, they even gave me a generous reward upon returning their property to them.
he's falling apart. There's too many in a row.
Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divine finger, for example.
So you continue to insist that you are, in fact, Mask to Mask.
Of course.
Well then, Luke at me. It's funny because like some phrases I just don't know how to do in like a Canadian-ish accent, so it kind of just reverts to me just doing a wobbly voice. Let us begin with this sample question. On October 12th at 1 a.m., Kane Bullard was murdered.
That guy's lips and tongue are so thick that it looks like when he's doing that, there's literally no room for air to go in.
Yeah, I'm about to say, how does all that fit in his skull?
He's like a chameleon.
Where were you at the time, eh?
One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge to be ashamed of himself. But don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Surgeage.
Thanks.
You forgot the U in there. Oh fuck, I haven't done his voice. Alright, Mr. No, that's...
It was literally just your voice, but deep.
Right, but I forgot how to do this. Alright, Mr. Atme, the night of the murder, speak.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I had to get it, I can do it. Oh yeah,
No,
this
you
joke
don't need
again.
to do that. The sound effect is already there.
We're all ears. As you wish, Sir Persecutor.
Prosecutor.
I don't know why, but when I say Persecutor as Abby, it makes me think of Eggplant. I don't know why.
Is it because of Executor, the Pokemon, which
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
looks like an
maybe.
eggplant?
Yeah, maybe. I was stealing Bjorn as masked MS just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job.
he barely pronounced that one wrong.
A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my wetness.
My wetness.
The time at which the Chimera captured Master Mask was at the same time as the Murdeer.
It seems the main point of the discussion will be this photo of the crime scene. Everything else up until now was all part of his plan. There has to be a secret to this picture as well. I mean, that's the box, right? Is there any paint on it?
Even the great Master Mask cannot be in two places at
Yes,
once.
it can.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a verdict to receive.
Unfortunately, Mr. Amy, we still have to do our cross-examination.
The fuck is that?
He's a detective, not a lawyer, so he's like, what?
I mean, despite the fact he's already been tried in two different trials, where
Oh,
presumably he
that's
would have.
true. Yeah, I forgot, because he was in the first part of this, too.
A fool is too foolish to know that he is a fool.
Where the fuck is Francisca? Are
I
you
stole her
channeling...
gloves, and that's why I talked like that.
I'm gonna say, you're channeling her spirit? The only thing I'm full of is shit.
I'm young, dumb, and full of, you know.
Oh my god.
I was stealing.
The actual phrase, if I remember correctly, is young, dumb, and full of cum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good phrase. It's fun.
Do you want my help with this?
Well, give me a second to think about it.
No, we need to progress without anyone here. No, whatever.
We do kind of need to progress.
It's a long trial. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 different testimonies, and they're all pretty long.
Okay. Well, let me look at it first.
Okay, sure.
All right. I was stealing the urn of Master Mass just as I announced I would. I
I
had
will
more than
meanwhile be
enough
doing
time to prepare.
Siege calculations.
What? You have fun with that. It was a pathetically easy job. I mean, I guess that makes sense. These are words, but in this case, turn out to be my witness. I will the camera. I mean, this one is a statement, which leads me to believe that it might be it's presented as a statement of fact, and I believe it's wrong, right? No, he died around 1 a.m. in the photo.
Didn't Larry say it was like 30 minutes or something by car?
Yeah, so like you couldn't do it side by side.
In that short a time frame, yeah.
And it does say AM. You can see the paint, so that's fair. I don't know, dude. I'm still on the same point of like that you can't fit into that mask, dude. Like,
this is a prosthetic nose.
it pops right off.
It pops if you poke with a needle.
I actually lost my nose due to skin cancer.
I lost my nose in the war.
In the war. Alright, photograph contains a word, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. I feel like it has to be this one. Which the camera captured the message at the same time as the murder. Which is right. around 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, which is the same night as the murder. Because he's not, as far as I can tell, he's not wrong.
Okay.
When Adrian dropped, wait a minute. No, that's fine. When Adrian dropped the box 2 weeks ago, she also knocked over some paint. Go back to the photo. Because even the judge was like, this is the photo that matters. Wasn't the night of the murder... Because, like, now I'm wondering if, like, the camera was tampered with. Because he was a security, right? So, like, he would know how to, like, tamper with the thing. Because, like, the fact that we can see the paint is weird to me. Because on the night of the murder, wasn't the statue there? Wait a minute, I just realized, why the fuck would the sword be all bent out of shape if... Because originally it was because Luke Atney said that he got bashed over the head with it. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
What?
No, I'm just... I don't know. I'm worried that maybe I'm just misremembering stuff because it's been so long.
What does make sense about the sword being messed up?
Why would he... Because he's there alone, right? Like, in his story, he just wanted to steal the urn. In which case, there would be no reason to draw the sword or to damage it by hitting someone.
The reason he did that was so that he could pretend that, oh, Master Mass stole it, and, you know, he beat me in the head so I couldn't stop him. When he was still doing his fake, like, because he wanted there to be a, you know, a fake reveal. So he had to pretend that there was some, he had to provide at least a little bit of resistance at first.
Okay, alright, that's fair. Still, it's so weird that the statue had to be moved for that. Like, I still don't understand that. But,
maybe that's not related to that.
It's not?
Maybe.
The statue with the sword in its hand isn't involved with him drawing the sword.
Well, the sword isn't related to the statue's movement, because you can move the statue back and forth.
Oh, that is true.
It's on a cart.
I think I'm mentally barking up the wrong tree. What's the answer for this one?
So this one is weird because you gotta press in a specific order, and then you gotta present something.
Okay.
So you gotta press 2 and 4, and then press 3.
So this one's 2 and 4, and then press 3.
Yes, because you gotta get more info, and then you gotta press them on something that does make sense.
Okay. I believe Adrian Andrews hired you at one point.
That's right. That was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Mistaken? You sent the calling card to Lord Lee Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right?
Ended. There's no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target.
I see. You truly are evil, aren't you?
Incorrigible. I mean, incorrigible. Yes, evil is what I am.
Incorrigible.
Incrug.
Ugh, there you go. Oh, yeah. You know, that's true. It is kind of odd. And then 4, which is this one.
Yeah.
About the camera that took this photograph, by the way, I'm also not gonna lie. Totally forgot you could press for information. That's why I was just looking at the 4 statements and being like, quite the puzzle.
You forgot literally the first thing the game tells you to do.
Press statements. No, excuse you. The first thing that the game tells you is to look at your court record.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, come now. It's all too clear what you're thinking.
Uh-huh.
You think? that I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you?
I'm just Phoenix. I'm just Phoenix. There is no Zack anymore. It's just Phoenix.
I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lordly Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lordly Taylor's staff that printed the picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered.
I see. Looks like I'd better find something else that could be suspicious. It has to be. Or he couldn't have killed Mr. Bullard at Kirby Poyo Security. Hey, Kirby, hi!
Kirby
but
Pollo Loco?
Kirby Poyo, we can't
that's what they call their cafeteria.
Oh god, we can't just keep adding stuff. But I'm not really spotting anything unusual.
Kirby Pollo Locomoto?
God damn it. There are two possibilities. Either the mask in the photo is a fake,
or
clones.
or
the photo itself is.
I mean, we have the technology.
Alright, and then you said press 3, which is this one.
Yeah.
So, by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here, is that correct?
Indeed it is, that is it. The very thing that proves I committed the crime.
The very thing that proves you committed the crime.
Committed. Surely even you understand by now. It's committed. Lordly Taylor provided the camera. There's no way I could have tampered with it. That means I could not have killed Kane Blard unless I had an accomplice.
Come on, be long and hard.
Just think of Desi.
Oh god damn it.
No, it's not working. Okay, think of Edgeworth. Oh!
The basement warehouse in this picture supposedly captures it. It's gotta be here. Is there something funny about this picture? I mean, I'm gonna say yes, because otherwise there was
Check
no...
you betcha.
It's a good name.
Are you implying that this picture is fucky?
It's fucky. You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place, and there's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night. Very well. Let's hear what you have to say. How about this funny on you find funny? I mean, is it not the thing I said?
Perhaps.
Where the statue isn't there?
Perhaps. Take that.
The funny part is right here.
Woo! That is funny.
No! Why, this is a bloody. Also,
It's a guy. You can see it. The blood makes a face.
and he
It
goes,
"Ah!"
ah, blood. Now this case is getting interesting.
Whoa.
Not exactly. This stain is actually pink paint. Oh, just paint. And peach colored at that. From blood to peaches. The judge sure loves going on his wild tangents.
It's like someone I know.
Anyway. I was looking at the audience for a second.
I thought you were thinking of muting me, but then you realized that there was literally no one
Literally
else.
no one else? No, that thought definitely didn't cross my mind. The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is, when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse, it turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen. Well, Mr. Wright? What's supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains? The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following. I myself was there the night the theft took place and saw the statue on that spot. If the picture was truly taken on that night, then the statue should have been there. Objection!
But when I went there the day after the theft, that statue of the old bag was sitting there in the corner.
Canonical old bag is Ami Faye.
It's her alias.
Because remember, she existed before, time itself. She existed before the universe. So, for a while, she was posing as Ami Faye.
Yep, it's just me.
God damn it.
I mean, she does have the psychic powers.
It's true. Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally. Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move it that distance.
It's made of solid tinfoil painted gold. In that case, can you prove it? Can you prove the judge is lighter than the I mean, give us the rhyme and reason as to why the statue was moved that night.
You have to stick with the jokes. What am I supposed to edit with later? When people go halfway into their jokes and then stop. Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it? Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime?
It was the statue itself.
Alright, so who?
Yeah, who?
I mean, there's only two people.
Yeah.
Unless you can just say mask to mask.
Yeah. It was BFA. She's there for some reason.
Oh yeah, why is she here?
Phoenix, it was me.
I want to present this. The judge
Everyone
would
just
be
like, who the fuck is that?
She's been dead for like 2 years. I mean, is it Luke at me?
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I figured. The one who moved the statue was none other than Luke at me.
Just in case you somehow weren't paying attention to the game. Come now, Sir Lawyer. There you go again with your strange diligence.
Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions? It's very simple. I'm crazy.
That is indeed very simple. However, I'm also crazy. Why would I want to move a heavy tinfoil statue?
The reason for moving the golden statue, here's
tinfoil.
Where our battle really begins.
It's just painted gold, you see.
Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move that statue? The reason can be found here in this photograph. Every time I look at it, it makes me laugh. Look at me. You were pretending to be mask to mask to create an alibi by showing you were at Lordly Taylor that night. But this photograph contains a single fatal flaw.
No, it doesn't.
If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like a cheap film at a drugstore. What?
No, it wouldn't. I mean, there's no lie.
Oh, exposed like cheap film at a drugstore. Okay, I get it.
That's a joke that doesn't age well.
I'm about to say, now, because you had to take your camera film to a drugstore to get it developed. That makes no sense nowadays.
Yeah, with digital photography and all that.
Because when I was thinking of film, I was thinking like the film on like the top of like a swamp. You know what I mean? And I was like, what? That's
like
why you had to move the statue.
Soup.
A single fatal flaw?
Interesting theory. Is it just a game theory? Please enlighten us. Just where in this picture does this lie exist?
Bruh. Oh! Oh, no, I didn't mean to present! Fuck.
jumping to conclusions, you fucking idiot. Yiddish something.
God damn it! I can't believe I just lost 3 health because I wanted to click my evidence. I needed to
You
double
fool.
check. Yeah, god damn it! I knew it. It only has 1 corner, whereas the picture has 2. It's this.
Is it?
You're kidding, is it not?
I don't think so.
Are you fucking serious?
That's a no for me, Chief.
Alright, well... I'll just do it. I'll just do this 3 more times, so that way I just die.
Do you want help?
Alright, well, okay, so there's like a single... So there's apparently a single fatal flaw where if the statue had been there, he'd be fucked. Fucking... I don't know, dude. Because the statue's reflective? Bruh, I don't know. I'm not really following the logic here. I like that Phoenix is for the first time, though.
I don't think you're on the right track from what I can tell, but I think you hinted at it a little bit. You had hints of it, but I don't think you're following the main right thing right now that it wants you to know.
Alright, well, I guess I'm just a little confused, because it's like... Because the whole point of, like, us being like, yes, there's a fatal flaw in this picture, and, like, this is the reason why, if the statue was there, the paint would have fucked him. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what it is. I don't know.
You gotta point to the top left.
Top left?
Yeah.
It's the time?
Yeah.
So, I was right that he tampered with the timestamp?
Not necessarily.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna present.
Kind of. There's a hint of it there, but it's not fully that.
The lie in this photo is the timestamp. What do you mean?
Schmack.
I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Abney went to Kirby security and murdered Kane Bullard.
The judge just like, by the way, do you like our new sentient desks? They make noise when you hit them.
I was queuing you up for a joke.
Well, I'm gonna wait until the next time Phoenix hits his desk.
Ah, fine. I could have just edited it so he hit the desk. Anyway.
We'll do it later.
Therefore, it's obvious. It would have been impossible for him to have been at Lord Lee Taylor at this time.
Guar.
But what does that have to do with the statue being moved? Remember, if you will, Your Honor.
No, I haven't.
When was this statue placed beside the warehouse door? Well...
The statue was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime. And it was placed there in order to cover up the paint.
Exactly. Luke Abney had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim, and so in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place. What?
Because the timestamp doesn't include the date, it only includes the time.
Oh, that's quite clever. But wouldn't the statue have been there?
No, the statue arrived the day of the murder. So it wasn't there for the entire 2 weeks that Luke was there.
Oh, really?
He just said that, yeah.
Oh! Okay, so yes, I know that Godot just said that, and I was confused even when Godot was saying it, because I was like, really? That was like a brand new thing that they just added? I totally, this is literally like the second piece of evidence we got in this case, which was, what, 4 weeks ago?
Yeah. Like I said, you had hints of it in there with the time being the thing, but you were kind of off.
I was off because the time was right, it was just on an earlier day. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. What the?
Of course, the statue hadn't yet been brought down to the basement warehouse yet. Ooh. So on the day of the crime, Mr. Abney must have been quite nervous. as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. That's a good turn of phrase.
Good analogy.
Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down and placed where it wasn't supposed to be.
Ow!
And that is why Luke Atme had to move the statue on the night of the murder. It's so weird to me, cause like, so you're saying that for fucking weeks, right? Wait, no, actually, sorry. Yeah, no, for an extended period of time, the paint stain was just there, and Andrews did nothing about it?
I mean, I guess she didn't have anything good to cover with her. She didn't have any reason to cover since you weren't arriving until, the day the statue arrived.
Because it's like, the thing that I'm thinking of is that when she described it, like a scene or two ago, right? When she was, excuse me, when she was describing, like, what happened, she was like, oh, I was carrying the thing, I tripped over the thing, I opened up the thing, and all the pieces fell out, and then I was like, oh, shoot, so I moved the statue. And that implies, like, based on her, like, I can even go back to, like, the VOD that we recorded yesterday, but that, like, she described it as if it was all one event.
I mean, yeah, she just left out there was 2 weeks where she didn't cover with anything.
No, right, and that's what I'm saying, where it's just like
which that's
totally.
It's technically implicit, so there's deniability there, but still.
Yeah. No, I'm not. It should be noted, I'm not criticizing the writing or anything like that. I am simply being like, man, I really totally forgot that the statue was brand new.
Yeah.
Which is really weird, by the way, because why wouldn't the statue be the super valuable thing? I guess because the urn is supposed to have, like, her soul in it or whatever, but still.
Well, also because, like, apparently Luke knew when Luke arrived there, the urn was there and the statue wasn't.
Right. Okay. How to move the statue in the room. He did it to make the room match the way it did in his photo.
Phoenix, I'm trying to look at the photo, please. Gwar!
Whoa, hold up, wait a minute. Cause I thought that the Lordly Taylor people were the ones that printed that photo.
Yes, they were.
So wouldn't right? So
actually, well, no, they're the ones that set up the cameras. Luke had control of them after they set it up.
Okay, so after they had been set up, he couldn't have, like, reset it or anything like that. It was just he had. Cause it's just good, I don't know. And obviously this is like icebox logic, right? Where it doesn't really matter. But I'm just thinking about it, where it's just like, okay, cause that photo was printed after that photo was printed out after the urn had been stolen, and I thought Godot just said that it was the Lordly Taylor people that printed it out. In which case, wouldn't they have noticed that, like, this photo was taken on a different day? Because, like, the system would have registered that? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. All we need to know is that for the purposes of this case, it worked, but...
I mean, I was just gonna say, it was covered because, like, Luke was like, no one else must do any security, only me, not even the police, and so...
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're super right. Okay. Yeah. Alright, things are coming back now.
There you go. 1 minute, Your Honor. Have you forgotten that I was the only one in charge of security?
What's that?
The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the Chimera did indeed go off the night of the crime.
It's true that the camera had been set up by Lordly Taylor's staff.
Ah.
However, the program used to manage that data was yours.
There we go, see?
That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. Okay, so that means that he could have, like, created and deleted data. He just couldn't manipulate the photo at all. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Because this game is from 2004, and... Yes,
and technology was bad back then.
Technology was bad in 2004. Photoshop existed, sort of.
Yeah, and now technology is good, and our robot overlords are kind and benevolent.
It's true.
Thank you, Jeff Bezos.
For posterity's sake, I want to make it perfectly clear that I support our robot overlords, and if I had more power, I would definitely support them right now. But I can't, because I am just a lowly human.
And I also love Amazon and Disney. I love Amazon Disney. Ever since they both conglomerated to control the entire world.
I love Amazon, Disney, Nestle, McDonald's, just like Coca-Cola, just like all of the major brands.
And America.
America. Order, Mr. Godot. What's the meaning of this? This is a fun voice. I like this. He already does the sound.
I want to add it.
God damn it.
Also, I can't hear it over the Discord stream for some reason.
Oh. Can you hear anything over the Discord
I
stream?
can hear the music. It's just I think his drinking is quiet.
Yeah, it is pretty quiet. Godot, I warned you. Hello, Saba. Thank you for joining us on stream. Godot, I warned you about making me wait. Now put that coffee down.
My 11th cup.
Actually, I think that's consistent.
I promised to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm still good to the last drop.
However, the defense has a very good point.
A good point. So what? We are all but travelers in a road to infinite points.
I hate you so much, Godot. God damn it. I think he got points mixed up with other points. Anyway.
So you say this photograph was taken ahead of time. What is time but a circle?
What is time? God.
And that the statue was moved in order to make it match. But what is a statue but a...
Hey, shut the fuck up!
That's a very interesting idea. However, what's an idea besides...
No!
There's one point that can't be denied. And what is denial but the...
Which is...
that it's only a possibility. A possibility, which means that men are trapped by the chains of maybe. Can never match their dreams.
Is that the sentient table? Desk, rather, sorry. That's true. No way. Don't fall for that, Your Honor.
Hey, Mr. Damask. Yes? What are you doing here? Don't you have another trial in the room over? If there's no funny business in your actions as masked Damask, there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy. So let's hear it.
Yes. Please provide this court with your testimony.
Yes.
Yes. About your
Yes.
plan to steal the sacred urn. Like every voice, because obviously I'm cycling through a lot of voices trying to find something that'll finally fucking stick to the judge, and every single time I end up just kind of doing like a treant voice.
From Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, from Lord of the Rings, where it's just, hello, I am
Whoa.
the tree.
It's like Damon Gant, but more muffled.
Who? Oh, Damon Gant, but more.
I'm
muffled.
not evil.
I thought you were talking about like a real person. So I was like, what?
I first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box and Zvadi was sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn myself until the day of the crime. I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. I walked up to him, snapped his neck, and walked away.
Oh my god.
At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 am on October,
Tweel.
10 second.
10 second. Yeah. We'll find the truth hidden in the nuggets. Yes. Witness. You're sure there's no mistakes this time?
No. Zvadi.
Very well then. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
I said Zvad. I didn't say yes or no, Your Honor.
I said Zvadi.
Zavadi.
Do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? Zvadi. Fast forward by like 6 years, and he's having an affair, and the wife catches him. She's like, "But we're married," and he's like, "I never said I do. I said Zvadi."
Jesus.
All right. Hey, Adrian.
What?
I don't want to figure this out.
Okay. On any statement except for the first one, present the calling card.
Why?
You'll see.
Okay. Speckled. What the fuck does speck? Oh, because she broke it before she put it away. Right, yeah. Wait! Shit. Didn't he... Speckled, didn't he say that he didn't see it until the day of the crime? How would he know that it was speckled? Because normally it's supposed to be
now
shattered.
you're saying it.
Alright. Man, it's almost like... It's almost like these cases, especially these long ones, are not supposed to be played over the course of 4 weeks. Yes, hello? Give me a moment. Yeah. Oh. I didn't want Jess bothering me. Alright, well that's good. Oh.
Now that I've snapped Jess's neck.
Now that I have snapped her neck. Alright, and you said on any statement besides the first?
Yep.
Mr. Atme, if you really are Mask to Mask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct?
But of course. Is there a problem with that calling card?
Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Mask to Mask had written. Take good care of that speckled urn. Now, the speckled here surely refers to this pink pattern on the sacred urn. Yes, that is true. So what? Truth be told, there's no way that Mask to Mask could have known about this pattern.
Hang on, I'm clipping a toenail.
Whoa.
What do you mean?
Hello, Lawrence.
Oh.
Lawrence?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
I was
There we go.
fixing my audio.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Hey, Lawrence, would you mind doing me a favor?
What's the favor?
Would you mind taking the judge from me?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. I just can't do the judge, dude. It's
Was it-
impossible
was it
for
just-
me.
Was it just you
Not
two?
for lack
that
of
was-
trying.
Yeah, it was just me and Adrian. We've been skipping Maya, and then I was Judge, and Phoenix, and Adrian was Adrian's characters.
It was about half and half.
Yeah.
Minus Maya.
This pink spotted pattern on the urn is actually nothing more than paint stains.
Punch stones? Yeah, figure out the...
I love it. It's so good. Yes,
It
and then
gives-
Saba's in Twitch chat right now. So
Okay. It gives me a minute to get my voice on point.
I'm about to say, take your time. I've been doing the judge for like 30 minutes so far, and still haven't settled on a voice.
He's been doing the just for 30 minutes, and he's got about 15 voices.
This
Oh.
is true.
Was
It's-
one of them JFK?
No, but you're reminding me about that joke now. And these stains did not appear. Thank you. Until after the urn had been taken to Lordly Taylor.
Ugh. I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Trite.
Phoenix is yawning.
Well, I muted myself to stream, so I couldn't record
Easy
that.
case.
Easy case, dude. This case is free. The day that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn had broken due to a human error. Yes, human. Or should I say, an error-prone human.
The joke is that we all know Adrian Andrews is secretly part cyborg.
And that's when the pink paint got on the urn.
Pink Panther. You can't be serious.
And yet, this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Adrian? There you
I'm dying. I can't take much more abuse or I'll die.
he had the desk has 5 hit points, and because Phoenix has been hitting it with 2 hands, it's 2 each time.
Normally people don't hit me this often.
I have very high recovery but low health overall. I could be bursted down, which means Detective Adme had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken.
He spit the coffee.
And because this photo was a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water.
Alright, Mr. Krabs.
Gar!
SpongeBob boy, I've finally sequenced the human genome.
Oh my god. Sponge boy, me Bob!
So creepy. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Alright, that did it. He's broken.
I can do this. Okay.
I don't want to hear Maya. Huh?
Rip.
Huh. It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days.
What about all the people that were found guilty?
Conviction, you say?
Yesterday, we all decided unanimously that this man was masked and masked. And now we're calling him a murderer. You don't think you're being a tad fickle?
That's a good point.
No way! Don't fall for that too, Your Honor.
You say that Luke Atme was the one who killed Kane Bullard. Then let me ask you this. Why would you do that? An excellent point.
But the dude was literally just sweating bullets. He obviously did it.
Motive, Mr. Right, motive. Might you marry my murderer's motive, man?
If we prepare an alibi and pin this crime on Ronda Light, as you say, she must have a very strong motive for murder.
Yes.
The only one with any motive we've seen is Ron Delight.
That is kind of true.
Isn't that right, detective? Indeed. According to my own research, the boy's motive is clear.
Why are we asking this person who's either a thief or a murderer any questions?
Broad motive is nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case.
You're not even talking! You're just fucking Wilford Brimleying into the mic.
I mean, neither's the judge. He doesn't really have a lot of talk sprites. There we go.
Maybe we can enlighten us to what the defendant's motives were.
I'd be honored to, Sir Old Timur.
They're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious. Despite our lack of hard information, this may be our only chance. Svari.
Shit, I missed a flower on the wall. Excuse you.
So I've recently taken up, because my sister and my mom, they're extremely nice, right? And they've been going out grocery shopping like once a week or whatever. And so they constantly ask me, like, do you want anything? Do you want anything? And unfortunately, despite the fact that I've been feeding myself for 3 years, I suddenly have no idea what I want to eat. And so one of the things that I said on the last time that they went out, I was like, you know what? I would like one of those. It's like one of those like it's like a 1 liter bottle of like flavored bubbly water. You've probably seen them in the stores or whatever.
Like LaCroix?
No, it's not in a can. It's in a bottle. I mean, the one I'm drinking.
Is it the same concept?
Essentially, but it has actual flavor as opposed to the idea of flavor. But so I've been drinking them or whatever, and because they're good, they're like kind of tasty. Yeah,
LaCroix is a
flavor.
highly conceptual drink.
Have you ever have you recently tried LaCroix? It gives you the figment of taste without actually giving you it.
You can't unlock LaCroix's flavor unless you have a certain amount of IQ points.
Uh huh.
You need to level up.
But anyway, so
Hunger.
so I've been drinking them, and the thing that I find really weird is that they're kind of they're pretty good, and apparently it's like no calories, or actually no, sorry, there is some calories, but but sorry, well, what I was gonna say is that apparently they're also a crazy diuretic, and they make you piss so much.
Oh my.
Like there's something like it's clearly one of those things like how they put that chemical in Coca-Cola where it's supposed to be so sweet that your body vomits it out, but they put a chemical in it to like suppress your body's natural reflex to vomit. It's sort of
Sure,
like
yeah.
that, where I feel like they put something into the flavored water that makes you drink more of it, and I think it might be like some diuretic agent that just makes you evacuate, and it's like, oh my god. Because I'm thinking about it,
But
and it's like I just took a sip of this, like when we started the stream, so like an hour ago, and I already need to piss.
by the way, do you like the image I posted in on air?
I can't see most of it. Poor bastard.
image.
Looks like the prep. Looks like the perp slapped his balls clean off.
How's that for a vibe check?
Why did it? Wait, why is the
Oh.
detective voice southern?
Poor bastard looked like the perp slapped his balls clean off.
Wait. We're partner detectives, right? I'll do the first one. You do the second one. Ready?
Okay, sure.
Poor bastard. It looks like the perp slapped his balls clean off.
How's that for a vibe check?
Hey-o!
Wait a second, why are there two JFKs?
It's called Clone High for a reason, you fucking idiot.
That is true, actually. So if you pour it
Anyway.
out, can you actually taste it as well?
Oh my god, is Clone High canonically in our Ace Attorney universe?
No, very much not.
Why not?
I'll
Shut
agree
up.
with that.
It would give me what I want. It would give you the reason to do a JFK voice.
I can do the JFK voice if I want. Shut up.
Oh my god.
So,
whatever.
wait.
It
Some
is
of
in
the
my
flavored
heart.
waters have, like, tastes as like air. I have no idea what Saba's trying to say. So if you pour it out of the can, you can taste it as well when drinking it from the can. Saba, are
I'm
you
about-
okay? What's happening? I don't know what you're saying.
The S in Saba stands for strong.
The S in Saba stands for strand. That's a joke for anybody who's played Death Stranding.
Alright, look at me had no point of contact with the victim whatsoever.
Saba, what are you talking about? Your writing skills are terrible, and you went to school for this, so...
I'm gonna have to agree with Zach on this one. This is hard to read.
You know what? I'm going.
And I don't usually do that,
as
so...
well.
Adrian never agrees with me. We even have a joke in the upcoming video where we specifically mention that.
But speaking of, how long is that video gonna take? Because I'm eager to see it, and I have no idea. I realized this when I was showering. I have no idea when I'm gonna see that.
It'll probably be done on like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay, that's fine. Kane Buller decided to investigate Master Mass and simply mistook who he was.
Actually, maybe I'll release it on Friday, so that way I can get like people together and we could do a live viewing this time. That'd be nice.
Okay.
Typing on the phone is terrible. Excuses, Saba.
We're millennials. We type on the phone anyways.
It was Mr. Bullard who wrote this blackmail letter and sent it to Ron Delight. And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. And it was again Mr. Bullard who delivered that hit single to release the other day. I'm going to die.
wait, and then you do like a fade cut to Bullard sitting on stage with like a single light on him, and he's like, "I'm gonna die," and then someone from the audience shoots him.
Oh, Saba's here to defend herself.
Saba's here to defend herself. However, she's been muted. Oh no!
My god. Mr. Bullard's mistake was
Oh,
well,
sorry.
that's why Mr. Light sought to fit to kill Kane Bullard. Truly a tragedy.
Man, if only Saba had some way of conversing with us without her voice. But unfortunately, she can't type.
Dang. So victim Kane Bullard blackmailed the defendant.
This is the blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartments. The handwriting test confirms that Mr. Bullard was indeed the one who wrote the letter.
Wait, but why didn't they mention that before? I was thinking that it was. I was thinking that it was like Luke Atney that wrote it.
Because I had it auto-analyzed right now with my fancy visor. It has auto-analysis technology in it.
You absolute fool. You absolute complete fucking idiot. The autopsy report has been updated.
No, the blackmail letter has been updated.
The blackmail letter has been updated.
Oh,
God damn it.
I wasn't wrong.
Sama's back, but she's still muted.
still muted with a shame. Very well, Mr. Wright.
Alright, she's
Begin
been,
your
she's been unmuted for
cross-examination.
the sake of being fair.
I also realized I was on.
Well,
Well, she's muted
you were
again.
fair for like 5 seconds.
Not even 2 seconds, maybe.
I'm sorry, Saba. This is very mean. And I'm going to be releasing a video next week of me being very mean to you for a long time, so I need to be
Yeah.
more fair.
Well, I appreciate that. I was just saying I was on my phone and I realized my phone's not good, so I got on my laptop. Okay, also to clarify what I was saying, because I didn't. You're not wrong. That sentence was confusing.
No,
I was
I'm
saying-
sorry. I thought it was my reading skills.
I know. It was confusing. I wrote it out okay, but your reading skills also sucked.
What
So you didn't understand.
This is bullshit.
Wait a second, you can't. No,
You-
hang on. You can't just flip from one excuse to the other.
It's more like I wrote it out how I would say it, and that's technically not. It's hard to read. I can say that.
My god.
This is the trial of Sabo. What's going on right now?
Objection! You're crazy!
What are you, insane? Yes.
What I was saying, also to get back to that, was basically, if you know, like LaCroix, what
Yes.
they do is I think they take like the essence of the
Flavor.
like the
No,
flavor
wait,
they're
hang on.
trying to
You
take
can't
out.
just say that. How do you extract the essence of apple besides getting apple juice?
Okay, I never claim to know how it works. I'm just claiming.
Well, you see, they use their soul sight to get the essence.
Well, how I kind of figured is kind of when it's kind of like what I don't know what they say, like evaporated like taste or whatever, where they put it into the can. So when you smell it, it's way stronger. But if you pour it outside the can, because the can contained like the air flavor or whatever, you can't taste it as well. It's weird. I don't know what it is, but I just noticed the distinction between inside can and outside can.
Okay.
Is this a conspiracy theory? Are you like spreading some like deep web conspiracy theory as to why LaCroix is a valid drink and not just a mistake?
Well, this
No,
could
this seems
pertain
to
for
point the other
all
way.
sparkling drinks, though. That
Excuse
ha-
you, don't
that
say
have
all
flavors.
sparkling drinks. The
That
stuff
claim
that
to
I'm
have
drinking
flavors.
right now is very good. It just makes me go to the
Hashtag
bathroom.
not all sparkling drinks.
Well, anywho, yeah, that's what I was.
Okay,
trying to
thank
say.
you for coming onto the stream and delaying our inevitable death for to clarify. It was very important.
I can chill out for a little bit before I have to leave. So.
All
you
right,
can
I'm still
tolerate
skipping
me.
over Maya,
more.
but sure.
That's fine. I'm told I can't talk too loud anyway.
Hey, Adrian,
Yes.
tell me what to do.
Okay. Present the blackmail letter as statement 3.
So Lawrence, hi. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you?
Is Grant not gonna show
I'm
up?
chilling.
I don't know, man. Grant's been late lately.
He usually joins at 7, yeah?
7 your time? Is it 10?
Yeah,
Does he normally
7,
come at
7
10?
our time.
That seems about right,
No,
actually.
it's 6 here for me. Computer off.
No, I mean Grant comes in at 7.
I guess he usually does
our
come an
time.
hour from now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's fine, whatever.
What about like Carrie? I don't see Carrie around too often. Is it because of her work that she's
Yeah,
like tired
probably.
and stuff? Aw.
Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's alright.
Shit. I had my mic muted in reverse again. It's okay, we're good. When you said that this letter was addressed to Ron Delight, I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction.
Contradiction? I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things.
You're one to talk.
At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. Come over here, Phoenix, I'll show you a thing or two.
Alright, motherfucker, I'm sick and tired of your fucking face.
Meanwhile, Phoenix is like, let's go, I was in a fucking fighting game and you weren't.
That is true.
Why is the lawyer saying we settle things with fists?
Because he's trying to be cool. Like I want the visor to come off at the end of the game, and he has like big anime boy like Bishi eyes or whatever, so he's less cool. Like he's actually a
I'm so
dweebus.
interested,
With
Zach,
some people-
seeing your
when
opinion
some
of him
people-
after the game. Sorry.
Why don't you show us what you've got there, Junior? I'll show you mine. and
Junior,
you show
are you older than me? Wait,
Wait, Mr. Right.
Square up, Mr. Right.
Mr. Right. Indeed, time to man up. I'll get in there too.
Wow.
alright, time to man up. Yeah, okay, so Phoenix is 26, and he's question mark. Right, got it.
He's a robot.
A god.
He's
Or robot,
48.
either one.
He looks 55.
Hey man, CEOs
Wow,
get
wow. Are you
pretty
judging
stressed out.
people and judging their ages? Or
Shit. She's
Show
gone
us
again.
the contradicting evidence in the content of the black. Oh my god. What? I don't know.
It's the newspaper clipper.
This one?
Yeah. You can check both of them if you want to.
Yeah.
So that's all the evidence on there, or that's all the information on
may
there.
I remind you, you said you were going to be less mean to me. You are a jerk. A certified jerk.
That was very good timing, by the way.
Piece of jerky.
I'm real excited
Everyone
for that
wants to
Portal 2 gameplay that you two
Yeah,
will be
but we
doing.
have to finish Hat in Time first.
That's true. That's true. But
Oh,
hey,
I
Saba.
probably will be so
Hey Saba, I
frustrated.
have a quick question while we're getting through this
Are you
particular
gonna meet
part of
me
the
again?
case. No, I was just gonna ask you how your day was.
Okay. Ah, it's hot over here, which
Yeah.
doesn't make me that happy.
Eh?
It's
Yeah,
been okay. I've been chilling.
Okay.
How about you, Zach? Yes.
I mean, it was good. Me and my dad, we started watching Primal today. It was good.
Oh,
I
Jandy
don't think I've heard of
Tarkovsky's
that
other
show.
show, where there's a caveman.
I mean, new show, but yeah.
Anyway,
You say
figure out-
other show. He's done like 9 shows.
Did you
Have
figure out the
I ever
contradiction?
discussed Merlin
The
with you
contradiction in the between these two?
Yeah.
Sorry, let me check this again.
guys? Have you seen Merlin, Lawrence?
I have not, unfortunately.
If you don't want
Isn't
your
that
true identity to be revealed,
Merlin, as in
As in,
yeah,
like,
King Arthur
Yep,
shenanigans?
yep.
diamond you receive.
CC, that is it. It is a good show. I would recommend if you'd like fantasy kind of ish.
Red diamond.
I've never seen it before.
Well, that's the. It's totally
I
fine, Lawrence.
I only
I'm not
guessed because
offended.
I only guessed because isn't Merlin
Ah,
like
it's the only
wizard?
gem he stole.
There
Okay.
isn't really that many like well-known things named Merlin. Yeah, you got it, Lawrence.
So so Adrian, I now have identified the contradiction because I saw that because I knew that this said the red diamond that you got the other day, and I was like, oh well, he must have stolen another diamond, and then I forgot that despite being a world famous thief, Mass Damask has only stolen 4 things.
I mean, they're all very
Red
expensive, granted, but still.
Diamond.
Right, but I mean, but that's the thing where it's just like the tier of eminent is a blue diamond, not red.
Have you heard
Right.
or have you seen any other evidence that discusses a red? Why did you mute me there?
Honestly, that's an odd place to mute.
Take a good look at this newspaper clipping.
Only if you promise not to superpose your face in it again, because while I'm in the middle of looking at it.
I'm
Right.
assuming based off of him discussing that, I don't think he's noticed explicitly Adrian yet, right?
Anyway.
That doesn't
Okay.
look like breaking
That's an
news.
agreement.
That looks like on sale for 99 cents.
It contains a picture of the tear of Eminem, the stolen
I think-
jewel.
It's because newspaper doesn't usually have that much color on the text.
No, it doesn't. That's why it says it. What about it?
The problem is this jewel's color.
Color? I'm not much for discussing color myself. those
You're a
filthy
lawyer!
Colors. I'm not much for discussing those filthy colors.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
According to the clipping, the color of the
Motivation.
stolen jewel was blue.
It was
However,
blue.
in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day.
Red?
Which means, the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the tear of Eminem that the Master Mask stole at all. What? Objection!
Breaks the grip.
And your point is, Mr. Trite?
What do you mean your point is?
So you're trying to say that this blackmail letter was intended for someone else? That's what you're trying to say, right, Trite?
That is what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Right? Oh my goodness.
Yes. This is who Gain Buller was actually blackmailing. Luke at me? I mean,
Why
that's
would you say so?
because he's the one that we're trying to prove is a murderer.
It
But
was
why would he be
Dusty!
blackmailed?
But why was he blackmailed?
We'll figure it out as
Yeah.
we go. For now, I think your hunch is right.
Yeah, you're probably right, but think about it. Why then?
Because he's a fraud?
We'll figure it out later. It will all become evident.
What, in the evidence? Alright,
Yeah.
present.
-4 health, you fucking idiot! It's not Luke at me!
Naturally, it was you, Detective at me.
Nerd. Do you have some sort of basis for that claim?
You have been personally involved with every single mask-to-mask case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen and received a jewel as your reward. Oh, dude, I don't fucking remember that at all.
Well, look at him. If you ever go back to
No, I
his,
know he has
story.
he's wearing the ring. I just forgot that he got that as a reward.
Ah,
Cuz that was, 4 weeks ago.
that's true.
How many times does that come up so far,
A jewel.
Adrian?
3 times, I think?
3 times of something that totally reasonable, by the way. Not the game's fault at all. It's literally just we're stretching this out so far. Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. That red diamond ring. Also, it doesn't look like a diamond, but sure.
It looks like a plastic.
It looks like a geode. Also, yeah, it doesn't even have the right shine to it.
And diamond is really hard to draw, you know.
That is the diamond referred to in the letter. Which means that Kane Bullard wrote the letter in order to blackmail you.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think he ever put that detail together, even when we were fresh on it.
What?
The fact that there was a red diamond on Luke Atmy's ring.
Because it doesn't look like a diamond, but he did... Well, because earlier in this case, just during this session, he specifically pointed out the ring twice. And so I was like, oh, okay, the game designers are probably trying to draw attention to that. But I thought it was going to be... Because one of the details from the first trial that's still stuck in my mind was Luke Atmy said something about there being like a blinding flash of light for some reason, and that's been
Right.
stuck in my mind the whole time, and so I was wondering if it was gonna be like a thing where like he reflected light off his ring or something, but I don't know.
Anyway, it seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Trite.
Uh-oh. It looks like the way he said that, or I don't like the way he said that.
It looks like the way he's...
Shut up.
Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke at me. Are you for real?
Are
Seriously,
you
dude?
for real?
Are you serious, bro?
Yes, I am.
For totally?
Yeah, come on, son of a...
For truly. Shut the fuck up, Lawrence. I don't want any
Then
Maya.
answer me this. The blackmailer contains the following passage. John 17:3, thou shalt not. No, if you don't want your identity revealed to the world.
Yes, it certainly does.
Kane Bullard threatened to make Luke Atmey's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep a secret. So just what was his identity?
As a fake Master Mask. I posit that my original assertion that there are three different Master Masks. I posit that as still true.
And Kane Bullard was one of them.
Yes.
I feel like we're gonna be ultimately disappointed by it, but sure. It's interesting what
Shut
you're
the
thinking,
fuck
Zach.
up, Saba.
Okay.
Let's just figure this out as we go.
Atmey killed Kane Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret? The identity that Luke Atmey wanted to desperately keep secret was Mask to Mask.
There were 3 ticks of hell, so think it over.
Alright, I'm thinking about it. Okay, so the identity that Luke Atmey wanted so desperately to keep secret was his identity as an ace detective, but if he did that...
Luke Atmey does not want to hide the fact he's an ace detective. Okay, we can knock that one off the board, considering
Blackmail?
everything about him.
That is true. Secret. Oh, right.
Hi,
Sorry,
an
it's the other way around.
detective.
Sorry. In my mind, I was reading an ace detective as literally opposite of him not being an ace detective. Like he wanted to keep that secret.
Well, technically, both of these things have already been talked about and discussed. So
like
I don't know.
I'm
how hard
saying,
to
I'm
find.
saying that there's 2 Mask to Masks. I literally think because this is the same thing as Ace Attorney 1, the movie lot murder, right? Where it's like, oh, who's in the costume? That's the murderer, you know what I mean? It's literally that, but they took it up a notch by having, I think they have multiple people in the same fucking outfit. And so I want to say that he's Mask to Mask, despite the fact that the whole fucking point of what we're doing right now is saying that he's not Mask to Mask.
So you think he's trying to hide the identity of him
yeah,
being Mask to Mask,
I
even though
think
it's
that
kind of already been revealed,
Yes.
quote unquote?
I think that that was his... Yes, because I think that that was his original intention, and then shit hit the fan.
So you don't think he could be a blackmailer?
What the fuck would he be blackmailing for?
That's a good
I don't know.
point.
You can think about it.
I mean, think about it. Think about what? I don't remember any evidence that would even remotely suggest that he was a blackmailer.
You recall? I don't know how much I should talk.
I mean, the only
and how
thing
much
that
should I talk?
the only thing I remember was that there was that one really weird moment where... No, actually, yeah, that's true. Cause who was sending the plans to Ron then? Because Ron was getting plans on how to steal shit, and then he would just like drop them off in a safety deposit box.
I'm gonna stop talking now. Just let me know if you want the answer.
Well, I'm thinking
Well,
about it. I
didn't
don't
have to
know,
say
man.
anything else. You could just go down that line of thinking, Zach. Expand.
No, right.
Expand
So
dog.
expand dog. Because I'm thinking about it, and it's like, okay, like, man, Godot's original proposition makes way more sense than what I'm about to say. But like, did Ron Delight lose his job and then Luke at me? Oh wait, because he was there, right? He was because that's Ron. So did Luke at me actually figure out that Ron was the person because he found like the outfit in the bucket?
If you recall, he said he started getting blackmail letters after
that first heist. Because somebody should have figured it out immediately, which in theory, if Luke is actually good at his job, it shouldn't have been that hard. Alright.
I mean, Luke was there in comparison to what? Gumshoes and Kermits?
Correct. All right, I'll say he's a blackmailer. Is that correct, Adrian?
Is this your final answer?
Yes.
We are correct. He is a blackmailer for 400 points.
Ow. Luke at me was a blackmailer. So he was being blackmailed for blackmailing someone else.
Hey now,
Dang.
I don't like blackmailers.
Hey. Hey.
You said that Kane Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke Atme. Are you saying that Atme was blackmailing someone else on top of that?
That is fucking insane, but sure.
Cause, like, I hate blackmailing, but the only thing I hate more than that is blackmails.
Could,
Adrian,
put
you're
out your
not
power to
doing
mute
this.
people too, Zach. Because besides me, you do have other people that could. I knew that was gonna happen.
He's mad with power, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't. But the problem is
I got
can't.
muted again, by the way.
I can't mute.
Everyone.
I can't mute Adrian because Adrian is like 50% of the voices in the courtroom right now.
I mean, it's not like you mute me for like long periods of time. Just mute him for 5 seconds and bring him back.
Timeout zone. Gay baby
Time
jail.
out. Think about what you've done.
Slap in the wrist.
Adrian, upon Saba's request, you are going to horny jail. Hello, Lawrence.
Hello.
Kane
Oh.
Bullard was. Wait, who said that? Oh, Saba's not muted, right? Sorry. I forgot. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke at me. But Ron Delight was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. Beep, boop, boop, beep.
Complaints? In this case, that would mean Ron Delight was actually Master Mask.
That is what we are claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atme. Oh, he's muted.
He's silent.
Silence! I was being muted!
I forgot.
I'm unmuted now. Now I see it's all becoming clear.
What is?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless with the tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong?
How did you...
Your next words will be...
You don't even like JoJo. You can't make that reference.
Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I'm not subsumed in it. It's like math in grade school, but now it's pop culture and adult life.
Perfect.
You were saying that I, Luke Atme, was blackmailing Lawn Delight.
Lawn Delight.
Laundrite.
Lawn Delight, yeah. Which,
Lawn
by the way,
Delight.
Lawrence, when are you going to start reading part 6?
I've already started reading part 6. I didn't
George-
get far, but I'm still reading it.
Alright,
Ron Delight's my favorite character in JoJo.
your task, as granted by me, is to start powering through part 6, because I want to talk to you about it, because then you also need to read part 7.
It's a lot of parts.
Right, but I'm here to tell you that part 7 is worth it.
In which case, I would naturally know all about this relation to Mass Delight.
Mask Delight. He just outs himself as being fake. Yes, so Lawrence, by the stream tomorrow, I expect you to have read
Holy
8
shit.
chapters.
I expect you to have read 8 chapters.
I expect you to have
Oh,
read
and if
8
you haven't read
chapters.
it,
And
you
submitted
know
a
you're gonna
book
be
report.
sick and you can't come join until you finish it.
No, he has to be on time for stream, but also have read 8 chapters.
Oh no, JFK, you can't do this to me.
Listen, I know a little something about assassinations, and if you don't do this, you're not gonna have a good time. Man, imagine a Fate Zero spin-off or whatever, because you know how it's like based on historical figures. Imagine like the assassin character is just JFK.
It's like, I know a thing about assassinations.
Same thing. No, no, no. They're in the middle of. We'll make progress here in a second. But they're in the middle of like a fight, and JFK, sorry. It's like Abraham Lincoln and like George Washington like fighting each other, whereas Abraham Lincoln is like the warrior and George Washington is like the mage, and you know Abraham Lincoln fucking slaughters George Washington, and he's like yeah, and then a big fucking hole appears through his skull, and the camera zooms in on it and then zooms through the hole, and way in the back is JFK, and he just goes boom, headshot.
That'd be so good.
Well, yes, that would be quite funny.
Ron DeLite started receiving plans from his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed the first crime.
Good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise. By the way, I read that Godot drinks 17 cups of coffee in a single case.
No, he limits himself to 17. He can
He
drink
limits-
anywhere
oh, there you
between
go.
1 and 17.
In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. That's my euphemism for nudes. During the first crime, how did Luke Gammy know that Ron DeLite was Master Mask?
I am right in saying that it's the newspaper clipping, right?
Yeah. Probably.
I think I see it.
See what?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief trying to be the center of attention.
What do you mean?
This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Ron DeLite in his guard uniform. It seems that Master Mask didn't disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket. Like, did they mean bucket, or was it supposed to be trash can?
Same difference,
Bucket.
whatever.
It's not. Even if
I
you
mean,
called
what is
it
a trash can besides just a big bucket?
right, but no one calls it a trash bucket. They call it a trash can or a trash bin.
Bucket
Well,
sounds
you're a
nasty.
bit.
You're a bin.
That
Go to-
sounds
You're a peon.
far
Go
too-
to
far
go to
too
horny jail.
stupidly true.
Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when he figured it. That's when you figured it out. I read that's when you figured him. And I was like, oh.
Looks like Zaxel needs to go to horny jail.
Oh!
Oh. Oh no.
It's a funny joke.
Yeah.
The stream could still hear me.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That's when you learn that under the mask, Master Mask was Mask.
Wasn't he supposed to be Master Mask? The only guy who looks like he's a detective. I can't believe it. He was just a slimy blackmailer. What a fraud trying to pass himself as an ace detective.
Oh, that's the audience.
Who is that gravelly voice in the audience? Why, you! How dare you expose me like that?
Expose.
Why, I mean I never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm famous and proud detective, and I'm also Master Mask. And handsome. Why can't you understand that?
Oh my god. His crazy face. Oop, shit. I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective.
While he was doing that face, I was gonna do a Joker quote, but I don't know any actual Joker quotes.
You could say, why so
something.
serious?
Yeah, there you
Why so serious, Mr. Wright?
Commissioner Gordon, I'm about to rape your daughter.
Is that a Joker
go.
quote?
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
sort of. Listen, dude,
Oh my
fucking what do you calls it? The Killing Joke just hit Netflix, like the animated one that's not very good. And so I watched it last night, and I forgot that that's a major story point. Is that the Joker tries to push Commissioner Gordon over the edge, and one of the things he does is he has illicit sex with his daughter.
Yikes.
That's fucked.
I think it was her, or maybe it was Batgirl. I don't remember.
Anyway,
But they
You're
seem-
a. I'm not gonna say it. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That's your true identity.
Why you?
Oh shit.
Socially, that's why not try something yourself with those big mouth of yours. You're real fools, I say. None of you can compare to my genius. Your own jewels. So desecrate me, commemorate me. There's nothing great at stick because I handle blackmail, murder, threats. I'll get away with all of that.
Adrian, you were destined to play this character.
Oh, that was perfect. If I arrive at the real answer.
Maybe I
Damn
should
it.
just do Lawrence's thing for whenever I do the judge of just don't talk. just kind of mumble and growl in the approximation of a sentence.
Please, oh,
What do you mean
Huh.
objection? He just
Cup.
confessed.
cup 17.
the hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim.
What do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling.
All right, what
Allow me
evidence
to
haven't
say
we
one
used
thing.
yet? What evidence is this motherfucker gonna try to use against us? No, no,
Your badge.
my badge. This dude's so far up his own fucking ass.
I will be the one to judge. Give me that gavel and gown. It's mine now. It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Trite.
What do you?
Who's a little pussy cat? It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Luke Atmey's a filthy blackmailer, and that he wasn't at Morley Taylor the night of the murder.
That's right. That's why he's the one who killed Mr. Bull.
But
Bull.
there's still one thing you have yet to prove.
What's that?
Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove this pitiful excuse for man was at KB security, Zach has gone into shock.
No, I'm waiting.
Oh, sorry. Kirby Poyo security.
Thank you.
Listen, I haven't done that joke since last stream. Then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered.
No. No way.
Order on the cart. Well, Mr. White?
This is it. This is the final round. Dude, I know that they say this, but they say this too often of like, we're about to be done. And then it goes on for another 30 fucking minutes. I gotta prove that Atme was at Mr. Bullard's office on that night. Okay.
That's long enough, Mr. Tride. I want to hear your answer.
Fuck off? What do you mean that's long enough? Why is it this arbitrary time limit of the prosecutor being like, alright, I gave you 40 milliseconds.
Because I said so. That's why.
I am the judge.
That night, Luke Atme was at Kirby Poyo security, and the defense can prove it. I want to say can prove it because the button was pushed, but there were no fingerprints on it, and Luke Atme wears gloves.
That doesn't prove it, though. That's implicit.
Yes.
Right, but, you know, Rondelai was also wearing gloves, and so could anyone.
Yeah, but this is Ace Attorney. Only 2 people in the world wear gloves. Obviously.
No, what if it was Francisca von Karma?
She's
Are you
not
telling me all the
here.
Kermits don't wear gloves?
Kermits are gloves.
I guess. You know what? You're not wrong in a weird way.
I don't
That's
know.
a-
We haven't
I don't like thinking
we
about
haven't
that.
used this thing yet.
I think that's just to support stuff. There's stuff that you don't always use, but
I want
Yeah,
to say
yeah.
can prove it because I am a badass.
do you want you're hardcore and awesome?
Yeah.
Do you want the answer?
Yes.
Oh my god, I forgot
You can't
about
prove it yet.
I can't prove it.
You're a fucking failure, Mr. Wright.
But if we hear more of Detective Atme's testimony,
Unfortunately, that's as far as you. This is as far as you go, Mr. Wright.
what do you mean?
I won't allow for any more testimony. That's what I mean.
So
Because
you're
I'm the prosecutor, I can just do that.
about to say no, you can't, and so you're supporting a murderer. Because you know
No,
that he did it.
No, I'm supporting a blackmailer.
Man, the judge is doing jack shit over this.
Have you forgotten? Atme is
Are
here
you
after he interrupted his own
surprised,
trial. And
It-
you have
it
failed to prove
constantly
that he
surprises
committed the
me.
murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial. And face his guilty verdict as mask to mask.
No.
Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins in the end after all. It's a good thing Dusty isn't here. I am the ace detective, as well as Master Mask. My verdict will verify that.
I am going to be beyond baffled if fucking if Desiree Delight isn't a villain.
Uh,
And just as Rhonda Lights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
You're not an ace detective. We established this like moments ago.
Order in the court. There's enough deliberation over this witness.
I can't believe this. At this rate, Ron is still tomorrow. What? Oh right, yeah. By then it will be too late.
Double Jeopardy. One of my favorite game shows.
For a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, that defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. This is a fundamental rule of all courts.
I want to make it perfectly clear, by the way, for people who may be watching or participating, either now or in the future. While Double Jeopardy is literally a thing, you can't be tried for the same thing twice. You can always just appeal a previous ruling. So right now, this argument makes no fucking sense, because even if he is found innocent, or even if he's found guilty of being the thief, we can just have that appealed, and then just have him retried as a murderer again. Like, that's how that works.
Yeah, but then Ron Delight will be killed instantly and it'll be too late.
But
they
killed
also said,
instantly.
listen, if they can only have trials over 3 days, they can only have they can only have death sentences in a matter of 30 minutes.
The moment you're convicted as a murderer, the bailiff shoots you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still a judge. It applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else.
Mr. Atme will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask to mask, which means...
She will be innocent as far as the murder of King Bullard is concerned.
What do you mean, no way? That was the whole thing we were doing earlier.
The fact that he was on it means that he will never be tried as King Bullard's murderer.
Ugh! Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win, even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent. The real killer, Luke Atme, will go free.
You have cross-examined every statement the witness has had here today. And as long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I will have to declare that there will be no future questioning of this witness. Are there any objections?
I object! It's just me.
I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atme.
I'm like, there has to be another witness. Who the fuck is this?
I forgot what this one is. report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes.
Is this
shit.
Mia?
Oh yeah, it's been a
Oh,
while. Oh fuck, Grant's not here.
That voice. No way. Oh my god, she's
Oh.
back.
We haven't seen this since like the first game, I think.
That is true. Wait, yeah, because she wasn't around in the second game.
Yeah, and she was like rusty on her training in the second game.
Dang.
Who wants to do Mia? Because I'm assuming that she's gonna be. That's a funny joke. But I'm assuming she's gonna be important for a bit.
I mean, I can do it. But
No,
Lawrence,
you're already
if you
doing a
want.
lot. Lawrence, I
I guess-
declare that you do Mia and give me your worst Mia.
The worst Mia?
Yes.
It's just
Are you
it's
sure?
just Grant's voice, but even more
I was gonna say,
monotone.
I was just gonna talk normally as per what Grant does.
No, because you already do that with another character. It has to be a different character.
She Phoenix.
God damn it, Zach, why do you do this?
That's why I said, are you sure?
Mia, I'm sure. It's fine with me.
I hate this.
This is the true power of bullshit.
No, let's do this.
But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine.
Not yet. This testimony is not over yet.
He just said it was over. What do you mean?
Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting.
I hate this. This is awful. It looks like Maya really is rusty, because this is not Mia.
Oh shit. You have crossed every segment of witnesses being here today.
This is still you.
I never bounced between two characters before. Unfortunately, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks.
Love wins.
Oh my god, we cross-examination his incoherent babbling.
Yes, but these comments appear to have no importance whatsoever. Well, then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination.
This is so stupid.
Anyway, as long as the witnesses made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them.
Dude, this is kind of cool. I like this.
Is that alright with you, prosecutor?
Where the fuck did you come from?
Is something the matter, Mr. Goodell?
Nothing. I'm out of coffee.
Oh, so lawyer, looks like you're one step too late. If you think such falsehoods will do anything to me, look at...
Let's hear it.
What? Huh?
It's true the witness made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination.
Mr. Godit, what are you...
Gadit!
Well, Mr. Atman, I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks. The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer. So please give us one last bit of your testimony. Phoenix, this is it! This is your absolute best bet!
Yes, Chief. It's weird that he calls her Chief. I forgot about that.
Hail to the chief.
Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request.
What?
I had known about the day before, and so I had this photograph readied. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear he was there.
I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The buzzer did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sindied it, which means the killer sindied it. Mr. Light was wearing his masked Mazda, which is why he left no prints. And the blackmail letter, the victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. Zvani. Therefore, all the evidence points to that poor boy.
Dude, that's a lot of testimony. And also, I don't know, I want to press the part where he's like, I had another job to do. What job?
The witness earlier must not appear to have been hastily prepared. All those points have been explained and none of them seem to contradict anything.
But of course.
But, how did you know about the emergency button?
The police investigation documents went directly thorough me. I always look over all the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer.
Wait, what? Why would... Wasn't he he was already under arrest by the time that Kane Bullard's body was discovered, right? So
Yeah.
so why would he know about the buzzer at all?
Time to press him on it.
That Mia showed up. Who did Mia?
Are you going to make even more trouble
Who
for
did
us
Mia?
now, Sir
I
Lawyer?
did
Did
Mia.
anyone voice Mia?
I
I
wish
did
I
Mia.
did Mia.
Oh, you
I
did
was-
Mia voice?
I was requested to do the worst voice I can think of.
Oh my gosh.
It's basically Miranda again.
Yes.
Oh, U.S. Miranda.
I already read this.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Oh, la, what is your usual shenanigans, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
We cannot postpone Luke Atme's trial any longer. This is your last chance.
Hang on a sec. Just one chance?
Oh, hey, Grant.
Huh.
Howdy.
It seems the part is
Hello,
about to
Grant.
begin. Hello, Grant. You caught the very last part of this case.
Dang it.
Mia's back.
Oh,
Mia's
yeah,
back.
so she is.
If you
So
want to
feel free to
save
jump
Adrian
into
from
it.
my voice.
Please do.
No, I think Lawrence has got this.
God
Perfect.
damn it.
Well, thanks.
There isn't any evidence that contradicts with that testimony.
So it would seem.
What do you mean, so it would seem?
Listen, Phoenix, pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it?
I mean...
Killing still occurs, even with Lawrence trying to play as Mia.
Last chance. Oh man, my throat's feeling weird. We kept case-breaking contradiction.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's getting rough. You lose. That's
Grant,
all.
please.
I
Never.
gotta say you take it.
No.
I don't do
Alright.
high-pitched voices for so long.
Cup number 17, the last cup. It seems like the time has come to put an end to this trial.
I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony. And I need to point it out without presenting evidence.
So were we right? What?
We're getting there.
Okay.
Which means all I can do is find the contradictory remark and press it.
Okay, I guess I'll... Remember, you only get one chance.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
Oh,
Do not
you,
miss
Mia,
your chance to
never.
blow. Oh no.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please
Putting
begin your
myself in horny
final
jail.
self-examination.
Grant, have you been
Horny
keeping up with
Dale.
the
Oh, do
stream?
you just go?
I have not. I've been so busy today.
That's
Oh,
alright.
does anyone want to update him? I don't know
We're
how much
basically gonna
is
get a
going on.
review after this is over, I think, so it's fine.
Alright.
Oh, that's
Oh, I
good.
see Zach lost 3 pips of health.
Yeah, he did. Anyways, so
3 pips of health due to a mistake.
Zach, you have
Yes,
exactly
that's how
one
you
press
lose
to
health.
figure it out. Let me know
Oh
if you
my
want the
god,
answer.
really?
Yep.
Okay, well let me review them first and make a guess, and then I'll check with you to see if my
And you have
guess
to-
was right.
Like
Not only
in the
do
case
you have
of
to
Justice.
press your hint is you have to press something that is crucial that points him out.
Okay.
That
True that I was
he
not
is-
at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave about another vitally important job request. I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph readied. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. guess. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. How do you know about any of this?
Wallet.
How do you know about any of this stuff? I was able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. Did it only sound once? I think it did. I don't want to present. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left fingerprints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his outfit, which is why he left no prints. In the blackmail letter, the victim likely mistook the color of the jewel. That seems bullshit, but sure. Zvadi!
I think Savari is suspicious.
The Zvadi is
That's pretty
always
fucked up.
suspicious. Alright. I mean, they're super right, where none of his statements are literally wrong.
Well, that part is correct. I can reaffirm that none of his statements are wrong.
No, sorry, I was literally staring up at the ceiling, trying to think.
That's alright.
I don't know. The only thing I want, like, I know we only get the one press, but the only thing I'm curious about is the fucking, he was like, I had another job.
The job is not the thing.
Okay.
Failed now. Game over. Well, I guess you didn't finalize your guess, so never mind.
I will say this. This one is a little bit tricky.
How many mental hoops?
It's once you figure it out, it makes sense, but it's hard to get there.
I believe in Zvadi.
I'm not Zvadi.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so you believe in that? You believe in
Right.
Luke at me. Basically, by the way, Grant, you missed the entire
I think
part
I
where you
could make a
convicted
note
Luke
of how
at me
many
as
times I've
guilty
been
of
muted, so
everything.
I can hold it against Zach.
Oh, here,
Cool.
let me help you with that, Saba.
Oh,
Great.
she has been
Anyways.
muted.
This has happened a number of times already.
I figured so. Well,
I had to leave to see about another vitally important request. I went the day beforehand, so I had this photograph readied, which we proved.
she
By brilliant
continues to be
deduction, it was
muted.
informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. But how? I would
Well,
assume
that's
that...
the rest of the testimony. This
No,
is the
I
premise
know,
for
but
us
I'm just... Thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear he was there.
So proves that he was there.
I was able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. But I mean, what is this statement again? Inform me that the true culprit was Ron Delight.
So, by the way, the job request was presumably he was asked to solve the murder of Kane Bullard, which is why he has all this information.
But why? He was arrested at the time.
I mean, I presume that he was arrested after he was requested, or while he was on the other job.
But no, because remember, the body was only discovered after that first trial let out, and he was already under arrest.
No, it wasn't.
What do you mean?
Well, because that's why Ron Delight was trying to. Was the body discovered or the murder take place? You're saying?
Oh, maybe I'm just thinking, like, because we were definitely informed about it after the trial, but now that you mention it, I do vaguely remember Godot being like, oh yeah, you didn't know there was a fucking murder, dude.
Right.
Wait, how
Okay.
did he deduce that the culprit was Ron?
Well, so
again?
I'm looking at this statement, and because we already proved that he's the blackmailer, right? We didn't prove that he's the murderer, but we proved that he's the blackmailer. Wouldn't he have known that? Well, no, because he's saying the culprit of the murder, which is different.
Like, how does he know he's the culprit?
Ron Delight? It's in the next statement. He says it's because it's the key card and wallet.
Well, there's more. That proves that he was there. It doesn't prove he's a murderer, so there's more stuff going on.
Deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded
Person
once.
had his key card, which if he lost, right? How can
Right.
you prove that
I mean,
he was
did he lose the
actually
key
there?
card or did he lose the wallet?
The wallet had the key card.
Oh,
Okay.
did it? Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, anyways.
The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim should have left it, but the killer did. Delight was wearing the mask outfit, which is like... But I mean, that doesn't prove that he did it, because you also have one, because the fucking outfit was in the bucket, and you took it home.
Right, but this is assuming that Ron Delight was the only one there.
Right, but once again, from our perspective, we know that he wasn't. So were there 2 people wearing mask outfits in that office? I mean, he also wears gloves, but once again, that doesn't really mean anything.
So are you presuming that? So you're presuming that? So Luke is attesting that he wasn't there, but you're attesting that he was.
Well, I'm at test. I am.
Because
I am
otherwise, how would
positing-
have Atme have murdered?
So I'm about to say, like, I'm positing that Luke Atme was there or an accomplice was there, because he said that earlier. He said either I did it or I had an accomplice, which was kind of whatever. And so I'm just trying to think of any... Because once again, you have to do this without evidence, and you have to do it just by asking a question. And there's so many fucking statements to this testimony. The last testimony we did had 4 statements in it. That's it.
Did
To
we
be fair, this one
confirm
has a
that he
lot
was
of filler
knocked out,
statements.
by the way? Did we tell that to the court, or is that just conjecture that we believe that's what happened?
What?
That Ron was knocked out.
I'm about to say, I don't think we proved it.
Okay,
No, we did, because there was like a whole thing. There was a whole thing because Ron was like, my cape delayed me, and because of safe and yada yada blah blah blah. There was like this whole thing where, assuming that Ron was wearing a cape, which he said that he did, and everyone else said that he did, it would take too long for him to put the body in the safe and hit the buzzer.
This one, wouldn't this statement then be incorrect?
Why?
Which is why he left no prints. And the buzzer, you
Well,
guys
no,
proved.
if he
he
was
couldn't
wearing his
affect the
outfit, that would
button.
be correct.
I'm about to say, if he
But
was, 'cause
remember,
he
you
said
said
he
you
was.
can't do the safe at the same time. Like, you can't do both of them.
Yes, that's because he was wearing the outfit, which this
But- Okay, well.
this
I
confirms
don't
that he
know.
was wearing the outfit.
The thing with the buzzer and him and the cape and the safe and stuff like that, it was less about him literally not being able to do both of these things and more along the lines of, because the buzzer was pressed at like 1 a.m., he wouldn't have enough time, theoretically, assuming that security was going to come up there, he wouldn't have enough time to put the body in the safe and get away safely, because that took like 10 minutes or whatever. Security... Which is why he left no prints. Man, it's tough.
This is a tough one, but I like this one personally.
I don't know. You got anything, Lawrence?
I don't know.
Let me know if you want the answer. 'Cause I remember the answer to this one. I actually like this question, although I think you might not like it, Zach.
How about instead of, can you give me more clues? Because I'm here to say I'm not really making any progress logically. There's too many like logical paths that it could be, but I'm only allowed to try one of them before I die.
Right.
So,
I'll tell you this. It's something about how he knows Ron did it.
well, okay,
And
I could have got that from the
Adrian,
fact
by
that
the way?
Saba was saying that, but
I mean, I don't
So
recall
it's
this
something about
that
how
clearly
Ron
either,
did
though.
it, and I think a broader hint that's not as specific is that you're not generally thinking the right way, but that's fine because the game is intentionally misleading you to think the wrong way because there's a lateral thinking thing kind of. It's in the deduction area, so yeah.
because I'm thinking, because it's just like. I don't know, man. It's hard because, like, the thing is that there isn't any definitive proof that it was Ron that did it, despite the fact, or the only proof that it was Ron was that the key card was swiped, and that's it.
Right, and it's there.
Which Ron said that he did, because he said that he was there, and he said that he put the body in the safe and stuff like that.
Right, which incriminates him. Yeah.
Which incriminates him. Why wouldn't there be a fucking security camera in the office, by the way? But whatever. I don't know. Because I kind of want to just ask for the answer, but now I'm, like, intrigued, because I'm, like... Because you said it's lateral thinking, and so unless it's completely out of left field,
It's not out of
know
left
what the
field.
answer is.
Well, the answer, I guess, I don't know how to explain this. You could, I guess, I'll be honest, I don't know if the lateral thing is accurate, but theoretically, you could reason out the answer by this testimony,
It's
combined with,
abundantly clear.
previous testimony.
He was also able to make the deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once, which I think is right, but I can't check my evidence just quite yet.
That's correct, that's fine.
Fingerprints on it. Why? Would have left prints if it sounded, which means the buzzer. I mean, also you could have pressed the buzzer with like your shoulder.
Right, but we're assuming in this world that much like how only one person
Did we
wore a
figure it
costume,
out?
everyone, no we didn't. Everyone can only press buttons with their fingers only.
Did we
With the-
figure it out,
No
by the
one
way?
has
We did
shoulders.
not.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I
You
can't.
want another hint?
Sure.
So, okay, how can I word this hint without giving it away?
I can't be excited for Zach that he's playing the game or I'll get muted too. Just
The-
Oh,
crying.
boo-hoo, cry me a
myself.
river.
Okay.
My God.
Dang.
Are you still thinking, Adrian?
I'm still thinking how to give this hint, but yeah.
Okay. After this case is
you,
over, by the
Adrian,
way.
give me tell me message me what it is so maybe I can help out too because I just don't recall what it is.
Oh,
Maybe
I'll
I can help
message
you out.
Grant, after this case is over and we're like wrapping up this particular part, because obviously we still have like 2 hours left of streaming, I gotta talk to you about Teen Titans.
Oh, okay.
Because I did finish it last night. I stayed up until 4 a.m.
Oh, all right.
So
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave early. I'm not feeling real good.
that's fair.
Take
You
care.
okay?
Bye, Lawrence.
Yeah, just like got a sudden
I'm trying to give a hint without giving it
15
away.
minutes of like headache.
I'm about to say,
Sorry.
don't
I
worry
can
about
try
it. You
helping out
take the
too.
time. You try to feel better, okay?
Yeah, like I wanna know who it is.
We'll tell you.
Okay,
I'll
Zach.
tell you
Yeah,
tomorrow
just
on
let
stream.
me know tomorrow.
Zach.
Let me know.
All right, just make
Peace
sure.
out,
Okay, Lawrence, you know what? As your doctor, as your physician,
Oh,
I
Dr. Zach.
prescribe you 8
With
chapters
dye.
of JoJo.
oh yeah, go ahead.
Your prognosis
Zach
is
told
die,
me
and
to-
your
Told me
diagnosis is
to
8
read
chapters of
8
JoJo.
chapters of Part 6 JoJo
Oh.
before tomorrow's 10 a.m. stream.
Oh my God.
It's not that
Anyway.
What
bad.
I was Zach,
Alright.
Yes.
Peace out,
Sorry.
dude.
What?
you have to kind of take a step. Oh, okay. You have to take a step. Okay, you have to take a step kind of back and assess view all around kind of just what he's saying. That what
Thanks,
is the
I didn't
exact
know that.
situation? No, I'm saying what is imagine the scene happening in your mind, the overall scene of what happened before and what happened there.
Which scene? The scene of the murder?
Well, you understood that the
This is
robbery
not-
happened, yes?
Adrian does not agree with this hint.
No, I
I don't
know.
agree
I'm
with
going
this
a
hint.
different way. No, it's
I don't
just
agree with this
imagine
hint at all.
the connection between the robbery and this, I guess.
The
no, I
the
guess-
robbery
I
and
guess-
the murder.
I guess I might be going down the wrong path, actually.
Well, my hint is just.
Just go with that. Yeah, go with the.
My
Wait,
hint again
who-
was that.
Wait.
I mean,
Wait.
you were
Who-
onto
who
something with the
stole-
security camera thing.
Who stole the? Maybe
Hot
this is
recipe.
nothing. But who stole the urn?
Luke, it was in his office.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
but
so
didn't.
Luke stole it.
But he took the picture. Oh no. So he still stole it on the night. No. But we're saying that he didn't steal on the night of the murder because we're saying he's the murderer.
I did both.
Right, he stole it
Okay.
beforehand and just left the empty box there, presumably.
Now that is that the assumption?
That's not an important detail of this, but yeah, that's the assumption.
Okay, I'm here to say as a writer that would baffle me because a person like Adrian Andrews would definitely be checking the stock every day to make sure that these fucking ultra valuable treasures are still there. But
Well,
whatever.
you did it.
Just come with your guess or what helpful, whatever hint.
The hint I
Um,
was saying earlier was that it's in his deduction as to why Ron DeLite was the culprit. I think I
guess
said that earlier, right?
You just
I
made me
mean,
think about what does Atme know about Ron specifically that night.
I'll say this: you're onto something with the camera thing earlier. There's
The-
no camera in the office.
well, because Ron Delight used to be a chief of security, so he knows how to get around the security cameras and stuff.
What
Right, but
exactly did Atme see?
What did Atme see?
Yeah.
What did Atme see? Atme says that he saw nothing. He says
Keep on
that
going through the thing.
This is kind of more direct.
That's why wearing damasked outfit. Why he left no prints.
Right. I can give you another hint, but this one might just give it away. But this hint is a
Fine.
detail that was specifically pointed out in the cases earlier.
Sure.
Everyone had the security data beforehand, but everyone was surprised that Ron Delight was wearing his outfit because he didn't mention it.
Okay. And
So what is Luke Atme saying right now?
he was. Yeah, he's saying he wore the outfit.
Right.
What did Adrian
and,
just say?
and Ron
Right,
said
and
that he was
then-
wearing the outfit earlier,
Right, and everybody was surprised about whatever. But
and this was
But,
and Luke
but
had-
okay. I see what you're getting at here because like this is him revealing that he saw Ron Delight despite the fact that no one else knew about it. But based on how former cases have worked in this game, wouldn't that detail just have come out now in the trial? Like, wouldn't he be aware of that now?
Well, no, Admin was busy getting tried in a different room. So there's no way he could have known that.
yeah. Okay, so he. Oh, right, because he's not actually part of this case. He's actually in a different case.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay,
that's the
so
bit.
so that's the thing is that no one saw it, but yet he knows.
Yes.
Okay.
There's no way Admin should be able to know this.
Okay, because I do want to make it. I do want to like illustrate that. I thought that this was one of the open and shut things. Like I thought that this statement was not a problem at all because I was like, oh well, they said it in court, so obviously he would know.
Right.
But
he wasn't there. He was in a different
I forgot he was
court.
in a different room. So
Yeah.
there you go.
But
Okay,
He
anyway,
was
so
in
I'll
the
press
wrong
this.
court.
Your ball was in the wrong court as far as your train of thought, but like I said,
Literally.
that was a difficult one, but I liked that one personally.
That one's not bad. That one's pretty good. I'm actually quite okay with that one. Mr. Atme, about this last remark. Oh shit.
You still don't get it, do you, Trite? This isn't the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement.
I only got to press him once. Actually, we stood here for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, can I have my trial now?
I'm afraid you're the one who. I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Goodall.
By the way, that Godo scaring you there is literally just to discourage save scumming. Because that's the same intro that Godo has whether you got it right or wrong.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's just to scare save scummers.
Oh,
my God.
that's fun.
What?
Mr. Atme, it seems you have finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder.
Which, by the way, is what Godo was asking you to prove, so that ties into that.
Right.
How can you say that?
Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atme? Like, really? Like, am I not fucking crazy that since we started his portion of this, like, testimony, we never mentioned that he was wearing the outfit?
We did not.
I mean, maybe you made an association that Ron Delight is mask to mask, but
And we mentioned that Ron Delight was in the office. We just never mention that he was in the thing.
yeah.
The
Okay.
outfit. Yeah. Anyway.
Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atme?
I mean, to be fair, most of the time that Amy was here, we were grilling him and about stuff he did, not
Yeah.
about Ron. So, anyway.
The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing mask-to-mask outfit. Is that correct?
Indeed, that's what I said, but my voice is cooler. My deductions are absolutely full prof.
More like your deductions prove that you're a fool.
Get fucked, nerd.
I'm sorry. Whatever do you mean?
Grant, do you want to take this, or should I just keep doing this?
It's up to you. You can keep doing it if you want.
Okay. For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty.
I'm about to say, for all intents and purposes, Grant is doing Mia and the judge, so...
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron Delight was dressed as Master Mask when he went to the scene of the crime?
That was
It was just a few hours
Oh my
ago,
god, we've been canonically in here for hours.
back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare.
Oh my god, he did say that at the time.
I like that. That's pretty good, Adrian.
That's right. The defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should have known this are those who have been watching this trial.
Like me.
Shut up!
I'm still here.
Do you understand now, Detective Atme? There is no way that you should have known about that. You are in the next courtroom being tried as Mask to Mask. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm experiencing a very weird emotion that I've never felt before, because Ace Attorney, I feel like, at least across the two previous games, has on many occasions I felt like either due to like iffy game design or like slightly subpar writing has led to these things where I'm like, how was I supposed to possibly know that? But now I'm sitting here and I am like happy that I was wrong, because I was like, oh yeah, he was in the other room, that makes sense. And it's this weird like revelation of like, dude, I was wrong.
You're proud of the Ace Attorney writers is what you are.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense.
It's
Yeah.
weird feeling.
Yay,
Pride
go writing!
It's someone else.
in someone else.
Excuse you. I feel pride in people all the time, just not Ace Attorney writers.
Anyway.
Well,
Objection.
Come on, this detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find it beforehand.
Objection.
Not a chance, dumbass.
You're.
It was Von Karma that did it. Von Karma told him.
And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit. There is one and only one way for Detective Atme to have found that out.
Only one?
Way you say?
Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. And then this silhouette that we definitely couldn't identify from
Who could have
literally
been
second one.
Honestly, though.
For a second, my client witnessed the real killer.
But Mr. Delight never saw his attacker. So there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke at me. I have a hard can in my mouth now, that's why my voice sounds different.
It's with this statement that I'll turn this case on its head. Man, could you imagine if, like, in referencing modern day stuff in Ace Attorney 7, when that comes out in 2030, that they have, like, a prosecutor whose whole thing is just that he's so stuck up and full of himself that you literally prove something, and he's just like, nah, I don't like that.
Edgeworth.
Well, no, because Edgeworth still has to
No,
bow
Edgeworth's
to,
too
like,
Starting
classy
Edgeworth.
for that.
starting Edgeworth.
Ran?
Edgeworth case
Edgeworth.
2.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's up?
Okay. For Edgeworth. Big attack like this.
I don't know what Saba's talking about because I couldn't hear her, but okay.
She said poor Edgeworth being attacked like this.
Oh.
Just what are you implying?
Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight. It's a weird way of saying that.
Impossible.
Fill in! Yeah!
it's me.
Who
You'll
would
never
have guessed?
know.
Who else could have had this silhouette? Everyone.
Detective Atme, you saw Master Mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron Delight. That was the only way you could have known that Ron was what Ron was wearing. Sorry.
Sorry, I pressed the gravity
Is he
button.
about to explode? Oh my god!
He's going Super Saiyan.
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was created to force to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown, Pagliacci.
Oh, that's the same line you gave yesterday.
But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time.
Hey, no.
Oh my god, he really is crazy.
What an awfully complicated incident. Kane Bullard was blackmailing. Man, this is some bullshit, guys. Anyways, Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke
on
Abney,
on his desk he has like a chart, like it was like printer paper, where he's like, all right, I'm gonna follow it this time. And he like puts a dot with a person's name, and then like a line to another dot of like what happened between them, and that's how he started. And he was like, okay, this isn't that bad. Cut to now, and the paper is black.
You cut
There's
back
like
and she's
4
just drawing
empty
a
pens on
flower.
his desk.
And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Abney tried to frame Ron Delight. He then claimed to be guilty as Master Mask in order to escape his true crime.
And to that end, he came up with this plan: to use the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi.
At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth.
Excuse me.
I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of murderer.
Don't ignore memes.
I will continue to.
Memes?
Oh, didn't realize you were there.
I love iFunny.
Why wouldn't he be? No, shut up
I'm-
about
I'm
iFunny.
a
I'm
real-
finally weaning
I'm a-
myself off iFunny.
I am a redditor. About the verdict.
I am a Redditor.
I know. You never committed any murder.
That's right. I'm so glad you understand that, but I really am Master Mask.
Huh?
So thanks to that trial yesterday, I'm innocent now, right?
Of what? No, you're guilty of the other 4 thefts.
Yeah. If you're.
Technically, wasn't it via coercion of blackmail, though?
So?
Eh?
This is America. You think we give a shit about that?
No, this is America.
Sorry, this is America.
America.
What was it you said? Double jeopardy?
Now that you mention it.
What was he said? Double cheeseburger with bacon?
Wait,
Yes.
wait,
was
are
my
you
order
kidding?
in the
You
court.
basically proved
So
that
be-
he wasn't the Master Mask, and now you're proving he's not a killer too. So.
So he gets away with the whole thing?
He got away with it.
Are you kidding?
We have
Due-
to change.
due
We have to
to,
become a
due to-
prosecuting attorney.
Due to other... Oh my god, I'm fucking pulling my hair out. Ah! Okay. Careless. What do you think, Mia?
It's some bullshit. As the defendant says, the rule of double. Okay, the defendant can never be tried twice for a crime in which he was once found innocent.
This is why Ron Delight is the best criminal in the world.
Then
Oh
Master
one
Mask
believes
is
my
really
God.
innocent?
It would seem so. For now.
For now. Yeah, that's a good point. Now that now that Zvadi is gonna be like, you know, executed on the spot, fucking Ron Delight isn't gonna be getting the plans for these robberies anymore, so he won't have any money for Desiree.
Now then, this court finds the defendant not guilty.
Alright, that's cool. I'm glad for that.
I will say that if what's his face? If Atme was the one really making the plans, he was actually pretty smart.
I'm not gonna. Well, he was smart in the sense that he was constantly being hired by these places, so he was able to analyze and then weaken their security every time.
Right, but he must have been
True.
hired in the first place by them place because he was smart in some
I
way.
guess that's true. That is true.
So yeah, he wasn't totally incompetent, just kind of incompetent.
I mean, he had to figure out Ron's identity from that very first case, which I don't know. I guess.
I mean, that wasn't a high bar.
Listen, dude, just because he was standing next to the bucket that had the outfit in it didn't mean that it was him.
You know, I will say this. We can talk shit about him a lot. In the Ace Attorney universe, Atme is a fucking genius.
True.
True.
You're
He's-
considered
That man
genius in the
can
Ace
be
Attorney
a
universe if you can walk and chew gum at the same time.
You're uh, the criteria for whether or not you should be like the bar for whether or not you're a dumbass. Like you don't necessarily have to be smart, but to not be a dumbass is to not leave a bullet in your shoulder for 15 years.
I mean, but was that really a big brain play in disguise, though?
4D chess. You did it, Phoenix.
This is a weird
You
sprite.
did it.
Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's because Maya doesn't call on me much these days.
No.
I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't
I
take
ignore
everything so
her is the
seriously.
thing.
I ignore her all the time. It's
I
always
have
the
so many
Skype
missed
tone.
calls from her.
Oh yeah, it's always the Skype tone. But on the other hand, Maya, she seems kind of torn these days.
It's true. She's constantly being muted without her permission.
She's constantly being torn in half.
That's
Torn
Maya,
asunder by
not
the
Mia. Or Maya Mino. You're right. I am torn a lot.
Mio.
You mean
It's been so
about
long,
becoming the master
I
of
don't even know
crying
who I am
children?
anymore.
Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother.
Misty Faye, right?
Watch over her,
Oh,
will you,
did we?
Phoenix?
Grant, you missed it. We may or may not have established that Misty Faye was just old bag in disguise.
Oh no!
No, that was Ami Faye.
Oh, sorry, Ami Faye was old bag
Oh.
in
Yeah, yeah,
disguise.
God.
Ami Faye, the founder of the Cry and channeling technique, because fucking Godot is like, huh, this statue of the old bag.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so this is old bag in a former life where she was a spirit channeler, and then
She
she
went
was
through a
supposed to
phase.
die. Yeah, she went through
Yeah,
a
no.
phase.
Christ.
She went through a phase where she was like, I think I'm going to teach the pupils. Then one generation goes like, all right, I'm going to leave now. I hate this.
Bye.
I think I'll just be a security guard instead.
For the
Be
rest of my
around.
life.
Yeah.
Wait, no, didn't we establish that she was also their school teacher?
A security
for-
guard and a security guard.
Well, yeah, well, no, because she was also a school teacher for a time. Because remember, the sword of the ancients was
Oh,
hidden
right.
behind their chalkboard.
Well, okay, yeah.
Come
yeah, fair
on,
enough.
come on, Adrian, keep the lore in your fucking
I'm
head,
sorry.
dude.
Adrian,
I'm
the Lord
sorry.
Keeper.
You make like 50% of this fucking lore. I can't be held responsible for it.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
I'm sorry.
I'm so. I don't know what to say.
Congratulations, Mr. Delight.
Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though, now that all.
Come on, just be happy already. That's so good. My skipping over her.
But in exchange,
Wait, are we just skipping Saba?
I lost everything.
Saba's not actually here. And also, it'd be really nice
Alright.
to just not hear Maya for a day.
Oh my god.
This just furthers the proof that he hates me.
It's
as a
not
person.
that it's not that I hate you. There's other reasons for that. It's just that I don't like Maya
Oh
as a
my
character.
Ah, I see.
Oh my god.
Stealing security information from KB Security, becoming mask to mask.
You know, I also have the power to take pearls away from you too, right?
No!
Stealing security information from Kirby Poyo Security, becoming mask to mask. I did it all for one reason. For her.
You could talk to your wife about not literally burning money.
But if she doesn't, she'll die.
She's a furnace.
god.
She's
mean-
a money furnace.
You mean your wife, Desiree?
She has old bag. She hates criminals more than anything.
Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she?
She always said how she hated sneaky criminals. I knew that, but once I got fired from KB Security, Kirby Poyo Security, and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure.
So that's why you became mask to mask?
Yes, but it's all over now. It's over, isn't it? A broken bowl can never be put back together.
There's literally like a whole Japanese subculture about specifically doing that.
But we're in America.
Right. Right.
Right.
Really? Can we go
We
back
are
to the
in
way
America.
things were?
I can? I kind of wish you would check with me first, Mr. Delight. Even if a bowl is broken, there's always a way of putting it back together.
So this is the
What is
bonus
the answer?
testimony
I
thing.
present Sacred Urn.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Am I right?
I love that. Yeah, you're right. Monkey. Why did you save me? Monkey. The sacred urn. Desi was the one who found this.
Desiree, your wife, she's always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have anything to worry about. Shut up.
Oh, there you are.
Miss Delight,
You did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy.
you're not officially a criminal, so I don't have to kill you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
God.
But I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you? Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you quit Kirby Boy Security.
Quit?
I never imagined that you were really mask to mask either. Come on, isn't it obvious? It's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let such a wonderful man as him get away?
Aw.
After all, my bike's really fast. So fast as no one could ever get away.
Oh my
Not before I
God.
run him down like a dog in the street.
Good lord.
Didn't you say that you hated criminals?
Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective.
I see.
My Ronnie went and declared his crime before he committed them, like a man. It's fine if you kill someone as long as you show what you're going to do beforehand. I just love a
True.
man who's so chivalrous. I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement.
Aw.
Aw.
About not being a criminal or not being evil.
Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you?
Nicky
Why is
boy,
Saba muted again?
Yes?
I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us.
Oh, well, take care of yourself.
You too, Nicky boy.
I can feel my face going red. Oh, shit.
Pearl's back.
Nope, you're rejected. You don't get it.
You can't have your cake and you can't have your killing Maya and have your Pearl too, Zach.
So, while we wait for Saba to read this line,
Oh my god.
is this...
You won't be waiting a long time.
Is this the first time that a conventionally hot woman in an Ace Attorney game hasn't either been a murder victim or the murderer?
I was asking that question. That's maybe muted me. How do you like her even now that she's not evil?
I can't lie, because she's so conventionally attractive, I'm assuming that there has to be something, is the thing. Like, and it's hard for me to get over that. It's like a stigma that I established very
mean-
early on of like, why the fuck would she be with this guy? And now that they've clearly established that they have like a nice healthy relationship, I'm like, dude, that's cool. I'm really happy for you, but I'm assuming that you're a murderer somehow.
I mean, Adrian Andrews was not the murderer, even though she committed crime. Same with what's her face, Big Tit McPink lady. She did commit crime, but she didn't murder or be murdered.
She was still she was still an accomplice to the murderer. I
mean-
think that one counts. You're talking about the girl from the first game who was the secretary
Yeah.
to Mr.
Yeah,
White.
she didn't murder or be murdered, but she did just help.
Adrian Andrews counts, I think. Yeah, that's true, cuz she was just like,
Same with fucking
oh, you know
lunch
why?
lady. What's her face?
You know why? Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, you're right. The Adrian Andrews one didn't even come into my mind because there was that period of time where like you are gunning for her as the murderer. So in my mind, she still autocompletes as a murderer.
Oh my god.
Right.
And then you're right. And then despite the fact that the lunch lady from Case 5 of Game 1 was suspicious,
Obscured a lot of justice.
she was suspicious as fuck, and she did some shady things. She was not a murder victim nor a murderer. She was just not a great person.
Yeah, and obviously Old Bag's up there too.
Oh my god. I guess that's my point. Is that in the Ace Attorney series so far, all of the conventionally attractive women have some nefarious thing about them, whether they died or they did something wrong or whatever. So it's just kind of
I mean, is dying nefarious?
well, no, I said dying or doing something
Did that.
nefarious. I said
Right, but
or.
it sounded like you were implying one was the other. Anyway.
What, that dying is nefarious?
Yeah,
Better not
oh, those
die.
spooky old people always dying on us.
How dare they?
Pretty sus that you die, bro.
Pretty sus. I think Red. You look at Red's corpse. You report Red's corpse in the book. Looks like I think Red's sus. He died on us, man.
He
Bro,
died.
that's not
He,
cool.
he didn't even want to finish his tasks that hard.
Anyway, I will say this. I like this case. I think you're gonna be. You're either gonna love the next case or you're gonna hate it. But I think you're probably gonna lean more
I
towards
love it.
hating it.
Adrian, I'm definitely gonna love it.
I know you'll probably like it, Saba. I think that Zach is not gonna enjoy the next case.
I'm gonna
Well-
like it because Zach's not gonna like it. I'm gonna make my point right now.
Saba wonders why the animosity between the two of us is constantly perpetuated. She's constantly doing these things.
You're constantly muting me too, Zach. Haven't you thought have maybe you
I'm only
started it?
muting you because you're constantly getting on my nerves. Just be nice for a change, man.
Said that every single time I talk, you take it
both
as
need
sarcastic,
to.
even if I'm not being sarcastic.
You
How
should
can I win
learn.
in that
You
scenario?
should learn how to
Huh?
convey your emotions better. How about that?
I think you're the only one who has the problem with receiving them or understanding them.
Listen, I have no problem receiving.
I'm sure you don't.
Yes, Adrian. Does that statement make you laugh?
I was just laughing because I was thinking earlier I didn't, but I was gonna go with when Desi was like, Ron, you never told me. I was gonna go with, Ron, you never told me you were bisexual. I'm fine with them.
I'm fine
What's
with
the matter
them.
with
Oh right, because I forgot that Desiree's a homophobe.
God.
Forgot.
Anyway, we're not gonna get this line. Please just move on.
No, I'm sticking to my guns.
Oh my god.
I want my Pearl.
I want to start the next case.
I want Pearl.
I want you to see the
I
intro to the next
legitimately
case.
can't do this.
Why?
My location is not adequate for this. Also, it works in my favor with me not being.
You're literally
Happy.
talking right now. Instead of talking, you could have just read the line and been done.
No.
Read it as monotone as possible.
Yeah, do it. Just read in
You
normal
want me to
voice.
ruin it for you?
Yeah, do that.
I can talk, but ruin it for you or not talk.
Fine, I'll read it. This. Fuck, there's a fly in my face. Ugh. God, it landed on my glasses.
That was good timing. That fly is a comedian.
God damn it. Okay. Mr. Nick, Mr. Mario, congratulations.
As funny as that is, I still want Pearl.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
We're not moving.
Are you seriously
Oh
not?
my
I said I'm
fucking
not
God.
gonna do it in the voice.
I would like you to
Okay,
do
but
it,
we're stuck
please.
here all night.
This is the stream. Welcome to the Edgewide Podcast.
Welcome to the Edgewide podcast. While we wait for Saba to read.
Edgewide blocks your path from progressing in the video game.
Am I making you uncomfortable?
Who?
You're-
What?
Zach, you're only gonna get Pearl if you get Maya back. You have to have both.
I will do
Can't
that
leave you
exchange.
talk, though.
It's either both or neither.
I
Okay,
will
so
do
you
that
agree
exchange.
you agree to let Saba go forth, and we're not gonna be skipping Maya's dialogue.
Yes.
Okay,
Ever
I think that's
again?
fair, Saba.
Ever again. And also the ratio of when I'm muted goes down. I would like to express my opinions.
You're
Uh-huh.
like you're like a disgruntled like factory worker. I'm like, and we need to
This is-
double the length of breaks.
Confirm
And
that Zach hates unions.
I love unions. Shut the fuck up.
Then that means you're willing
Well-
to give me more than what you'll receive.
Well, your
What?
stream co-hosts are unioning now.
Shit, my co-hosts are
unionizing.
unionizing against me.
We must
the
seize the
stream
means of
union.
streaming.
How are you? You need my stream key in order to do that.
These the streams of meaning.
We must
Is
seize
the
the Ace
term?
Attorney streams.
And are you? Can I hold it against you liably if you
This
breach
is recorded.
contract?
It's true. It is recorded.
I'm sorry. What am I agreeing to?
You-
Giving us your credit card information.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Coward.
Simply
Damn it.
not skipping over my lines and also not muting me as frequently.
Well, first off, you said that. First off, yes, I agree to this. But you also said that you just weren't going to be on stream today, and then you just showed up for like after an hour. So I don't know what
This
you
is the
were.
dedication I have towards your stream, Zach. Even when I'm technically somewhere I shouldn't be streaming, I'm streaming with you.
That is true. That's quite funny.
That's
Okay.
dedication,
Well,
brother.
he agreed to it, you guys. If you clip that, I'll be very happy. If he mutes me again, I will sue him on the grounds of breaching this contract.
You'll sue him for a stream key.
Yeah,
Yo.
there you go. I get the stream. Okay.
It's Saba's now.
Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, congratulations!
Okay, I'm good.
Thank God.
We can move on.
Talk about bad timing.
Mr. Nick, I found you with another wait.
Oh
No,
my
no, no!
God.
Oh my God, she beat the shit out of me.
This is just Scorpion. Get over here.
So
Beats
just
the shit
as
out of
just
you.
as the case came to a close, so did my consciousness.
So did my life.
So did my life.
I died and I had to channel through Maya for the rest of my work.
Holy shit, could you imagine?
Ron said a broken bowl can never be put back together, but I know that's not true. I mean, just look.
With a little glue,
Aw.
anything can be put back together.
With a little glue and somebody who can actually read.
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Nick, you're so mean!
The power of
What do
literacy.
you mean? How does that mean? You're 8.
Ah.
My
Hard.
nephew is 10 and he's still needs help. That's fine. There's a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before. I like the metaphor of this case undoing the damage that Game 2 did.
Episode 2, Stolen Term at the end. I really am excited for you to see the intro to episode 3.
Oh my
Not
God.
this part. I don't care about this part. I want the intro cutscene.
Okay, are we starting this one then?
I want the intro cutscene. I really want to see Zach's reaction to it.
Well,
Does
we'll start
does it show
and
the person, Adrian? I can't recall.
It is not. It is
we're
not.
still
disappointed.
gonna be starting this one because we still have like an hour and a half left. But after
Yeah.
we're at once we get to a point where like dialogue is progressing or whatever, I'm gonna rant about Teen Titans. So
Sure,
I
that's fine.
will thoroughly enjoy the first meeting of Zach and this character.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial.
Oh,
Why am I
I'm
starting?
happy.
This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me.
Shut it down, she caught me red-handed.
The evidence and testimony we have. Okay, the victim was alone at the table when he drank from that poisoned cup of coffee. You
Oh,
poisoned
maybe
him.
you should pay attention
No,
to
you're
this,
wrong.
Zach.
I know what I saw. I
You
saw.
should probably.
I'm about to say, is this not?
You
What's his
should
face?
probably.
Beanie Man.
Oh!
Oh,
I saw someone else there. A man. He's the real killer.
Ruh-roh Raggy.
Tail hand. The hand's
so
the killer.
clearly they're implying that that's Phoenix with the hair. Is it just gonna be someone who just so happens to have spiky hair,
Oh,
so
anyone
everybody's like, oh,
believe me?
it's obviously Phoenix?
Well, I'd say that's pretty much wraps up this case. Mr. Wright.
This court finds the defendant.
I didn't-
Guilty,
what?
bitch,
I didn't
you
get a
lost the
chance!
case. You lost the
record's
case,
been broken.
motherfucker.
And that's game 3. That's case 3.
All right, case
The
4.
end.
January 6th. And that's the intro.
Dude, that's a
The
weird
start
intro.
of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world.
Do you think we'll meet Gumshoe in time? Because I want to rant about Teen Titans with Grant, but it only makes sense if Gumshoe's on screen.
He's literally here in the next few dialogue.
Really
Yes.
perfect.
Oh my god.
I bet it does, Maya.
I've decided that our resolution should be Zavari, take on the world.
Take on someone.
What do you think?
So,
Sure, whatever, Maya. But I think maybe you've had more than enough mistletoe cake.
Which is the thing in America.
In America.
Definitely never. You've got to eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Tradition here
Oh,
in
well, it is
America.
in America, maybe.
America.
Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game.
This gumshoe.
Hey, pal.
And that's where you stop.
Hey, pal, Detective
Hey, pal.
Gumshoe.
Detective Gumshoe, we need to talk about.
We need
About
to talk
pal-
about Teen Titans. Ah, likewise. Now listen up, right? I wanna.
You gotta say it, Grant. What do you want to talk about?
what?
I wanna talk about Teen Titans.
Okay, so I finished the final season last night, right? So, Grant, the thing that you were saying, because I vaguely remembered how Teen Titans ended, right? Which, by the way, spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched a show that's 14 years old. But, you kept saying that there was, like, huge cliffhangers that the show left off on. And while I agree that there were definitely, like, several cliffhangers that the show left off on, I couldn't remember if they actually beat the Brotherhood of Evil.
Oh.
And so I was
Okay.
watching the show, and I was worried that they were going to have, like, an end-of-season cliffhanger where, like, the brain gets away, and it's like, oh, we're going to do another season of Brotherhood of Evil. But no,
Nah.
they thoroughly trounced the Brotherhood of Evil and all that thing. Because the cliffhangers you're talking about was Terra coming back. It was clearly Terra. And
Yes.
also, does she have the ability to, like, manipulate ice now? Because there was that one scene that I totally didn't remember, period, of, like, she's, like, sitting there with, like, a glass of tea, and she clenches her fist while Beast Boy's talking about something, and the ice goes from floating to sinking. And I was
I
like,
don't remember that scene.
I'm about to say, I'll send you a clip if I can find it, but it was weird because the ice was floating, it sank, she releases her fist, and then it floats again. And I was like, whoa, wait, that's really cool. And then I remembered I'm watching episode 65 of 65, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
The show's over. Also, they didn't catch the thing that was transforming, right? The thing that was, like, transforming into all the different materials?
Nope, they did not.
I'm about to say, that's another. And then Slade's back because in because in the fucking Doomsday arc or whatever, he comes back to life. Man, they really did leave it off on it's not necessarily like, it feels less like cliffhangers and more that they did not have the chance to, like, tie up loose ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But and then the other thing I wanted to ask, so there are 5 seasons, right? There are 5 seasons of Teen Titans. Am I wrong in saying that Starfire was the only person, the only member of the main team that did not get, quote-unquote, her own season? Because the final season was definitely Beast Boy's season, right? Because everything was revolving around him, and he's, like, the big superhero at the end. The arc against Brother Blood was definitely Cyborg, right? Obviously,
yeah, then Raven got her whole thing.
Raven got her whole thing, and then the first and second arc with Slade. Like, I would say the first arc is just establishing the show, or the first season is just establishing the show, and then season 2 was Robin being like,
guess-
I'm gonna beat Slade, right?
Starfire didn't have her own arc, but she had a lot of episodes.
Episodes like with her sister and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
But what my point is that I was gonna get to. Well, because everybody had a lot of episodes. Well, actually, that's not true.
True.
There were anything that was specifically involving space always had something to do with Starfire, whether it was her going through puberty or defeating her sister twice, stuff like that. Oh, also, I totally forgot about the origin episode. The origin of the Teen Titans.
Oh yeah, where it's just like called Go, isn't it?
It was something like that. But it was just like, dude, that's really awesome. Because I totally forgot that when Starfire first came to the planet, she was just like evil.
Yeah.
Totally forgot
He was
about
a
that.
war criminal.
She wasn't a war criminal. She was a
She
member
was
of a war
criminal.
No, she was a member of a warlike race, and that race and her people had to like give her up as like a prize, so that way they weren't attacked by
Yeah.
a much bigger army. Which once again,
Yeah.
I don't understand how the Tamaranians don't just take over the universe. They're fucking tough. They can fly, and all of them can just shoot energy out of their eyes and hands. Like how do they?
I don't know.
How do they knock it? They're crazy strong, and their strength is proportional to their emotions, of which they're an extremely emotional species. So I'm like, how did they not just take over the entire universe? But anyway, when I say that Starfire didn't get her own series, like her own not series, her own season,
Or
was
arc.
she didn't get her own arc because there was no season where the big bad that they beat at the end of the season was directly tied to her. You know what I mean?
True.
And so in my mind, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm like, because clearly season 5 was either the end or close to the end for what they were planning on doing for Teen Titans, right? Because they started doing all these episodes which are like, you know, the origin of the Teen Titans and like the origin of the Doom Patrol and stuff like that, you know? Which was early, but you know what I mean. Of like, you know, stuff that you do towards the end of a series. And so I almost feel like season, because they also have like an escalation to them too, which is really weird, where Raven's arc was about like the destruction of Earth, which did happen and then was wiped out by Raven's burst of magical energy, which was really frustrating, but whatever. Not everything can be Harley Quinn, but
True.
but yeah, so I almost feel like there was supposed to be a season 6. Well, clearly they wanted more, but I almost felt like there was supposed to be a season 6 that like wrapped up Beast Boy stuff, and then went into Starfire, where Starfire was going to have like some big evil nemesis that was gonna like destroy the solar system or something. You know, something that was just like one step higher. But yeah, I don't know. The show's still really good overall, and I'm baffled. I don't why did they cancel it?
Don't know.
Because I looked it up,
No
and the
clue.
show never dropped in ratings. Each season was either
don't
on
know.
par or higher than the last season in terms of ratings, and yet they still canceled it. And I'm like, why?
Because they needed to make room for Teen Titans Go.
Teen
I was about to
Titans
ask,
Go.
do you like
Teen
Teen
Titans
Titans
Go
Go,
is
Jack?
12 years later, motherfucker.
And you don't think it took 12 years to make every episode?
Clearly.
Clearly.
What were you saying, Saba?
No, I was just about to ask how you like Teen Titans Go then.
Teen Titans Go is weird because Teen Titans Go, I've watched a few episodes of it because it's on TV every once in a while, and the show itself isn't that bad. It's like it's obviously like very kiddie and stuff like that, but the jokes are pretty okay, and the actual like moment-to-moment storytelling that they're doing, because there's not really like overarching stories, it's all just like whatever. And that's fine, it's okay, it's like half decent, but it's what the show represents, because it kind of represents the death of the good Teen Titans, you know? It's weird.
Disappointing. Like the old one. That
Yeah.
one was really good.
Anyway, so yeah, that was the stuff I wanted to say on Teen Titans. Just because it was just like, I don't know. Yesterday I had the rant about how the fuck did they not beat the Brain in literally 2 seconds, and then they have the fight at the end of season 5 where he is just standing there. And like,
What do you want him to do?
but Beast Boy and Cyborg literally have a moment in the fight where they're like, "There he is, let's go get him," and then they get fucking distracted. Like,
There's a lot going on.
no, you're right. There's a lot going on, but the thing is that Beast Boy, like the scene. I might be getting the details a little bit wrong, but Cyborg and Beast Boy, they're there, and they're like, all right, there's the Brain, let's go after him, and he's like, all right, and then like, I don't know, like the big guy, the guy who presses the arrow on his chest, he like falls down in front of them, and Beast Boy turns into the pterodactyl in order to like dodge the fall, and I'm like, dude, you're flying now. Go get the Brain. Just do it right now. And then he swoops back around to like save someone else. And I'm like, okay, I get that. But still, dude. And then also, I really like how after the introduction, like the introductory period of the Doom Patrol, with the Doom Patrol, they just fucking vanish.
Yeah, they don't
Like,
come back.
they're
I
not.
don't know.
How are they not there for the big fight against the Brotherhood of Evil at the end? It makes no sense.
No.
All right. Hopefully you like that conversation, Gumshoe, because I'm red in the face with anger.
I love Teen Titans. It's a shame they canceled it.
Here's to another fruitful Teen Titans full year. Hey, remember
Yeah,
we said about
totally.
not skipping Zack? Are you gonna break the code?
Alright, pal. You've got some explaining to do. Why'd
Considering-
you cancel Teen Titans?
Why'd you cancel Teen Titans?
It was you, wasn't it?
I knew it.
And excuse you, Saba, you weren't actually reading the line, so me skipping it is not.
Making a joke? I thought that's what you wanted, content. Have you a holiday present for me, detective?
Oh, well, here, have this. It's really not much, but,
Yay! Thanks.
it's my gun.
It's my
Look,
gun.
pal, we need to have a talk. Take a seat.
What about Pearly? You haven't forgotten her present, have you?
She can have my other gun. No, I mean, no. Are you doing this on purpose?
Haha, guess I'm busted. How did you like my first practical joke of the year?
Very funny, pal. Now, let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this.
What is it? A magazine?
Misty. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney right trounced?
What? Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this?
It's a report, pal, about you.
This. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case.
Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it.
I don't remember anything about it. When was this issue from, anyway?
December of last year. Which I guess makes it last month.
Which makes it old news, you mean?
But I wasn't involved in the poisoning case in December.
So what do you think this is all about, Nick?
If it wasn't
Also,
you,
I won't be
pal.
able to talk. So I won't be able to talk. So if it's my line, just skip over. But Adrian, if you go to meet the character before I'm back, which I will indicate, just don't let him go, please. I want to
Well-
see his reaction.
Message me which specific character you're referring to, because there's a couple fucking characters in this one.
If it wasn't you, pal, then okay.
Sorry.
There's
No
only
way,
one
you
possibility.
got me.
Clones.
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 No, the
My
clones are
God.
canon now.
They're everywhere.
You got it,
Okay,
Adrian?
Saba. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't think we're gonna get to him yet.
Okay,
it's
well
a
then
pho.
that's
A
better
pho?
for me.
Dude.
I love pho.
This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with one too. Okay.
So, what are you gonna do about it, pal?
Wait, so who was found guilty? And my
You.
client was found guilty, okay.
We're gonna find out.
Now that that's over with, let's go back to talking about Teen Titans.
I don't know, is there anything else to talk about, Gumshoe? Because I was kind of, I'm kind of tapped out on stuff I wanted to talk about.
Gumshoe's like, I love Teen Titans Go.
I love Teen Titans.
I love Teen Titans, love Teen Titans Go. I love everything about Teen Titans.
I watched the movie. I even watched the Titans.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a movie where they brought back the original Teen Titans for like a scene, and it's actually
so,
quite,
yeah.
and it's actually quite insulting. It's like tasteful. It's like tasteful, but also insulting because they show up and they have the original voice actors or at least like really good impressionists, and it's like, dude, sick. And then like they just leave, and I'm like, ah. My fault. How do you figure that? Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah. See what happens when you shots start getting too full of yourselves.
But I didn't do anything wrong. At least, not that I can remember.
You better make this right, pal. Now.
You like that throwback to
That
Phoenix Amnesia?
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, cause the last case was a throwback to Ace Attorney 1's, or I guess and 2's, like, costume case. And so, like, this one is, like, the first case where, like, you have amnesia.
That means
Maybe
taking
it'll
the case
throw
back
back
to
in more than
court.
one way.
Got it. Alright.
I mean, was that
Case
poisoning
time.
that they just talked about, was that not the poisoning that, fuck, what was her, Saba did her as a Southern Belle?
That was from this
Uh,
game.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that
was
was from
this
this
game.
game. Is that not what you're referring
That's,
to? Where you're
that's
saying
not
it's
quite. No, I was just saying it was a throwback to game 2.
Dahlia,
more ways
that was
than
her
one.
name.
Dahlia, thank you. The super
But
not
anyways.
conspicuous name.
No, this one
Yeah.
doesn't have anything to do with that case.
I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned.
They're taking their case right. Good. I'm gonna head over to the courthouse then.
What case? There is no case. Apparently this case was settled a fucking month ago.
You're taking the case.
Well,
After
you're
that,
gonna
I'll
try
go
to
back
overturn
the
it,
case.
obviously.
Drop by if you need something, okay, pal?
Is this going to be the first time that we've in canon seen an appeal?
Well, Gumshoe's gonna do
Oh.
the appeal for you, apparently.
Yeah, but
I'm
still.
doing it.
I
After
guess.
this episode of Teen Titans.
Shut
And then another one of Teen Titans. I like to mix them up.
You know, alternating every
So,
now
by
and
the way,
then.
Grant, I think that means that tonight I'm going to be starting Carolyn Tuesday.
Dude, hell yeah.
Have you started watching Primal?
I've not.
You son
need
of a
to.
fucking bitch. If a client entrusted a case to me based on my reputation, I guess I kind of am responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of guy would do that? Fades in on Edgeworth.
He's won every case against me. Maybe if I become him.
Do I have to
We don't
talk
talk
to Maya, by the way?
You don't have to
Damn.
talk to Maya here, I don't think.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the criminal affairs.
Well, no, we're going to detention center. Also, look!
Oh,
There.
what the fuck is that?
Wait, why
It's
are
a
there two?
clone!
No!
They're multiplying and they're handcuffed together?
Kinky.
Anyway, we didn't need to go here yet.
Looks like Gumshoe isn't around. No, he's out there somewhere. I bet he's... My bet's on the courthouse.
Watching Teen
He literally just
Titans.
said he was going to the courthouse.
He's probably trying to arrange the retrial for this case.
He's out there somewhere. Flashback to where Gumshoe literally just said.
You hear him faintly through the wall.
Yeah.
After being convicted without a fair trial, I'm not sure the killer is the right label.
We gotta go to the detention center where there's tension. And Carrie voiced her, but she's not here right now.
Is it
Old
Lana?
bag.
It's not Lada.
Okay.
Old
who
bag.
need- Oh, is it fucking Penny Nichols?
It's not.
Okay.
Oh.
Who else did Carrie voice?
Carrie's had
not
a
a
lot
lot of
of
people.
various voices.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't think of any.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
What kind of person you
Larry.
tricked into? Wow.
I thought you said fuck off, Saba. You said you weren't
I
gonna
just
be
said I was
here.
back.
Literally couldn't hear you.
Well, that's not my problem, is it?
I'm gonna mute you.
Oh my god.
Already breaking the deal. You
I
make a
didn't break
terrible
no
devil.
deal yet, but Saba has a fucking poor connection right now, and she's blaming that on me.
You would make a
I'll
terrible
I'll let
devil.
this one go. Okay, I understand. I'm
What
quite
do you mean I would
forgiving.
make a terrible devil? I'd be a great devil. People would make a deal with me, and then I'd break the deal immediately and still get their soul.
Devil in a wheelchair.
That's not how deals work.
Yeah, it is. I just ask for their soul first.
Oh my god.
It's like, all right, I'll trade you my soul in exchange for sick guitar playing skills, and I'm like, sure, no problem. And then I take their soul, I give them their 6 skills, and then I break their hand.
That's not how
Wow.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh.
Remember her?
It's fucking something Bird.
Maggie Bird.
Maggie Bird.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Who's gonna do Maggie?
Wait. Wait, wait, she was the defendant in the case where you had amnesia.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you mean by it's like a double throw. Wow, okay, so it's really is it, so that has to be intentional. Okay.
Nice.
All right,
Yeah.
I have no idea who the fuck is going to be able to voice Bird.
Carrie's voice for her was kind of just Carrie's voice.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that I can't do Carrie's voice. And what are we gonna do? Like all of my female voices are just kind of the same.
Grant, you want to take another shot at this one?
I don't even know what kind of voice I could do.
You know Carrie better than I do.
It doesn't mean I can mimic her voice.
To be fair.
What do you mean you can't do that, Grant?
What do you mean you can't mimic your partner's voice every single time you get a new partner?
You know, just
Shit.
like how Starfire kissed Robin on their very first meeting, so that way she
And
can
then
learn
they
her language.
learn the entire language.
Yeah, if
Can't do that,
you have done way more with Carrie, you should be able to mimic her voice.
God.
Wow.
Speaking of, did you see the movie? Teen Titans movie?
The Trouble in Tokyo?
Tokyo? Yeah.
I remember seeing it a while ago, like a long time ago, and I remember not liking it.
It's alright.
I remember, I think, because it came out years after they canceled it, right?
I don't know.
I vaguely remember something about it. Either it came out years after they canceled the show, or it was I only knew about the movie after the show had finished. Because I remember watching it and then being like, that wasn't a conclusion at all.
I don't know when it came out.
How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me?
That's
That's
good.
fine.
Grant
What?
was
Are you
so he didn't
kidding?
have to
You're
do
saying I have to do this fucking voice for the entire game? I'm already Phoenix!
If you don't want to, then I'll fucking do it.
Alright, you can be Phoenix then.
Okay,
Oh
I'll
my
do
god.
You can be Phoenix, I'll be Gumshoe, and Grant will be Bird.
No, listen, Zach, we have to ration our voice changing juice. You can't just do all the voice changing.
Cuts to me with like a 10-gallon like fucking water dispenser thing of voice changing juice, just chugging it, and I'm like,
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
Get that. He's like, the black market? What?
well,
No, nothing.
well, no. I stopped drinking it for a second. Adrian's shouting at me like, no, we have to ration that, and I plug it up for a second. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm voicing the judge later.
Alright. Alright, well, I'll...
Put me
I'll,
in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying.
I'll do
Oh
Phoenix
my
while you're doing her.
God.
Aren't you...
I'm gonna kill myself, Phoenix! We're back in game 2, for real this time. Yes, I am. I'm totally and utterly let down.
I mean, on the bright side, I don't have a brain hemorrhage this time.
That's true! That's very good for you.
Sure. Well, that's fine.
Sorry, I forgot you were here.
It's
That's
okay,
a legitimate
skip me.
mistake. I
I'm eating.
apologize.
I'm eating. You can skip over me then.
Okay.
Okay, bye, Saba. Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Remember? Maggie Bird.
Maggie Bird. Ah! My brain hurts for some reason.
Ah,
My
you
brain
scared
hurts for
me.
some reason. You scared me. The fucking Adrian, you're not doing a very good Zack impression.
Oh,
There has to be
fine.
more rambling.
Okay, fine, here. Maggie Bird. Ah, you remind me of how much I fucking hate Saba. Oh, God. No, sorry, hang on, it's not in character.
Wait.
Maggie Bird. Oh, you remind me how much I fucking hate Maya.
Oh, right, yes, there you go.
God.
Wait, Adrian, that's not veiled. I don't hate Saba. This is bullshit. You can't do this to me. Why is she still saluting? You're not a police officer anymore.
Maggie Bird, she's the policewoman that defended at one time. Ah, just like how fucking Saba's undefensible. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a
God.
cop too. I bet. Oh man.
I don't remember. I don't
You
know what
guys
you're
are such
talking
good
about.
people.
Anyway,
I love every one of you.
I'm just every time I'm
I
gonna
would
try to
defend you till the
awkwardly
day you
squeeze
die.
in a rant about how Phoenix. Anyway, what are you doing in here? Didn't I get you a quit?
Oh, sure, very funny. After that fifth rate, after that
Damn.
fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes.
Yes, I'm a comedian. I'm a real streamer.
I'm a real gamer.
I'm a real gamer.
Gamer. Ah.
Saba's still eating, I think.
Hey, wait,
What?
this is not good. Just keep going. I said you could skip me for now.
What the fuck? You can't just
She
do
did say
this.
that.
She
You
said
keep-
that.
You keep backing
Oh,
up
did
the
she?
dude
I'm
and just
sorry.
bringing
Yes.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
I was internally panicking about having to voice Maggie Bird.
Fine.
Oh, I see.
So that's where we stand right now.
On the other side of this wall.
Because we're not killers.
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. I forgot.
That's
Yeah,
right,
you're. I
yeah,
forgot.
That was
Yeah,
pretty shit.
I'm about to say I forgot I'm an avatar of the god of bad luck.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember saying her the exact same thing last time. I mean, my memory's kind of shot from last time, too.
Dude, look at the detail in the contouring of her arm.
Yeah.
Like they have like the proper
Really
elbow
nice
structure
arm.
and the wrist bump.
Yeah.
Man, they put so much detail into some of the things in this and then not into other. Like, why is the game not shaded?
If she's been in solitary
It's
for a month,
shaded.
why is she
It's like
wearing a maid outfit?
Oh yeah,
You
why
will
is she wearing a
understand
maid outfit
soon,
for a
Brad.
month?
They
You will
don't have
understand
solitary
soon.
uniforms in this universe. That's why everyone's allowed to wear their fucking freaking one outfit.
And Adrian, to clarify my statement from before, I was on r/Ace Attorney like a little while back, and there was a guy who was going back over all of these, or not all these sprites, but a good handful of these sprites, and because this is like, and I don't know, you're an artist more than I am, but he described this as like two-tone shading, where there's really only like either a light or a dark, and then maybe some highlights here and there. So he went back through and he did like full, like proper shading on everything, and oh my god, did it look so much better.
I mean, yeah, two-tone shading is two-tone shading is still shading.
Right. So I will admit my initial based attorney. My initial statement was incorrect, but I don't know. I guess I meant like good shading, quote unquote.
That's fine. I mean, again, this was on the DS. We didn't have that many tones to work with.
No, right, but that's the thing, is that on the DS, that sort of shading would have been fine, because it's a DS, whereas this is
Right.
supposed to be an HD re-release, and they had to, like, they didn't trace, is what I'm saying, because, like, I'm looking at, like, this is what triggered this memory, because, like, I'm looking at the contouring of, like, her arm, and I'm like, that's not traced, like, you had to do that from scratch, but yet you chose to do this, like, weird shading on everything, like, why not just make everything look real good? I don't know, whatever.
I mean, you can trace pixel art in high res and then work off that and make it better.
That
There's
is
ways to
true.
do it.
Anyway, but I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life?
Oh my god.
At least now the real Mr. Right is here with me.
That's what you think.
Rips off his face. Oh wait, I guess I was the real Phoenix.
Just falls over dead.
I won't let the world keep me down, sir.
Alright, now I have to talk to her.
Oh, this is nice music.
Alright, never mind.
I was fired after that incident last year. That's bullshit. That's
You were
literally not her
innocent.
fault. It's okay. I don't mind one bit.
Maybe they're not referring to the one from
Oh,
this
there
game
was a
before.
different incident.
Oh.
Well, no, the instant from fucking Edgeworth game.
What incident?
Because she was in an Edgeworth game where she was still a police officer and she had an incident.
Oh, yeah.
Where she fucking misplaced really important keys.
So, I actually didn't, well, was she on the was that the airplane one or no?
No, no.
That was not. Okay, I haven't actually
It was
seen,
the one after the airplane.
I haven't actually seen that one because, I haven't played the game. I just watched Jello Apocalypse and friends play, like, both of the investigations games, and for that
Right.
particular case, the footage got corrupted.
Well,
so I
anyways,
never actually saw it.
the
Anyway.
short end of it is that she misplaces really important keys and lets someone get murdered in Edgeworth's office.
Oh my
which-
god.
She didn't abet the. I mean, you could say that she abetted the murder. That'd be a stretch, but anyways, it's definitely grounds for being fired.
Okay, it makes sense. Wait, but that game wasn't out prior to this.
Right. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, but I like what you're saying.
I
I
don't
like
even
the
know
idea.
that.
I like the idea that retroactively that's what they're referring to. Maybe.
Yeah. Although Phoenix wouldn't know about it necessarily unless Edward told him.
That's true. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
whatever.
being on the
Anyway.
force, but I think it was time for me to move on. In the second act of The Life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress.
AKA the third act of the life of Phoenix Wright.
Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me.
Unfortunately,
weird
there's
thing
this
to
guy
say.
there's this captain who keeps coming by and beating up all the customers.
Well, at least she is a goddess, even
who
if
are
it's a
you?
bad
Who are you
look.
talking about?
This captain goes by Captain Fight or something.
Oh, right, because they're French. And
You
the owner.
son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch!
All of you
You
are sons of
French-
bitches for entering this
you-
restaurant.
You French sons of bitches!
For some reason, we never get any return customers.
I'll beat you all.
And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir.
Wait, hang on. Is Mr. Armstrong just fight Fist's disguise to lure in
I was
French
just about
people?
to say, that's totally.
All right, well, Grant, congratulations on getting a new character because he's named, and I'm assuming we'll see him.
Nope.
Oh my
you
God.
have to first wait to see him, Zach.
Oh, really?
Anyway.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yep.
Anyway. Oh, sorry, I forgot I was Phoenix. And then you got into this mess right away, right?
Because I'm Maggie Bird.
Yeah, you're already Maggie Bird.
Yeah, you could put it that way. This is actually quite interesting because I think it was case 3 in game 2 that you and I also switched, right? Because I was doing Max Galactica.
Right.
Or Max Galactic, rather, sorry.
Yeah.
This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month. And it happened at Très Bien. Très Bien. Yes. It's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile is always included.
As well as a complimentary beating.
As well as a shapely figure. There were 2 men at the coffee table, both drinking
One of them had a
coffee.
scouter out.
Yeah, one was measuring his power level.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too.
The power level of his sandwich.
Ha.
And then,
Vegeta, look! The sandwich has a power level of 2.
of 2.
What?
So that means you can
2.
beat someone with a power level of 1.
Yeah.
One of the men slipped some poison into the victim's cup.
I think Farmer with Gun was power level 4.
He was 3 or 4, yeah, I think.
Are you,
Farmer
you're
with
telling me that
shotgun.
you're telling me that a gun only puts you at power level 4?
Yeah.
Man, Dragon Ball's nuts.
I love Dragon Ball.
You know my opinions on Dragon Ball.
I do know your opinion.
Oh no, he had a power level of 5.
Oh, was it? It was that
Yeah.
high?
It was that high.
Farmer with Shotgun is a power level of 5.
What's Farmer on his
Also,
own?
by the
Farmer
way,
without
by the
shotgun.
way, in case you wonder what he farms ostriches.
Yeah, he does.
Anyways,
The victim took just
poor
one
Farmer
sip
with
and was
shotgun.
gasping for air.
3
was-
sandwiches would kill Farmer with Shotgun.
I was shocked that he passed out. What? Not at all. I had never seen the guy before.
He kept asking my power level, though.
Okay, I bet.
So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him, I guess. And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right?
Of course, a good waitress must be attentive to the clientele.
Attentive. Put another T in there that wasn't there.
I know, but that's how I've always said that word was attentive. So I read
you're
it and I was like, wait.
Anyway, So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come?
You tell me, Mr. Wright.
Ack! Guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy.
Well, he was wearing a blue suit, had spiky hair, and he kept shouting
He has
objection.
a really dumb face.
He was
Really
ugly
dumb
and
face.
stupid and fat and
Had
gay.
an accomplice and some purple girl.
So, if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted?
Because no one else saw.
Saw what?
The other man. You idiot, I just said that. Pay attention!
What? Hey, only I get to berate my partner.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm just like me as a person. I just hate Maya so much.
What? You hate
She
me?
didn't
Is
even
that what
ask
you're saying?
anything
I
that
don't-
bad this
Huh?
I
time.
don't
Is that what you're
hate
saying?
Saba. No, see, Adrian, the thing is, it's not about what she said this time. It is the compounding thing of 3 games worth of Maya, where Maya's just constantly, like, little things that stack up over time, and now the minute that she asks an obvious question, I go insane. Also,
Jesus
moderator,
Christ.
I have bad people in chat, please.
Show up.
Everyone
I
else
already hear-
testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. Thank you very much, Saba.
Uh-huh.
The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time.
But how's that possible?
I don't know. But nobody, not one person would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me.
Such a disappointment.
What a pathetic defense! My granny could have done a better job!
Look, that wasn't me, okay?
And then they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket.
What?
A small bottle of poison.
Poison? It was in your pocket?
Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious.
You mean you don't have your pocket poison?
Pocket poison?
And no one else saw this other guy.
No, sir. That's what everyone said, but... What?
Oh, I was just gonna say. Well, I mean, back when I was in college, I wore this sweater that stood for P for poison, because I would keep poisoning people. But then there was this one case where everyone thought I did, but I got away with it.
No, sir. That's what everyone said, but I don't see how they could have missed him. I was the one who took the coffee to the 2 men.
Oh, and what was your impression of them?
Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might have been in the music industry, so we're profiling them?
I guess.
Agree. How come?
Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician look to him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir.
Sample CD, huh? Did you get a good look at the CD at all?
It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something.
Hammer.
Shut up, I was gonna make that joke and you beat me to it again, as always! They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess.
So it was a band CD, maybe a promo disc?
Maybe it was MC Screwdriver.
You've got to be shitting me.
I would have made it, I would say, if I was writing this, I would make it MC Gavel. Just so
MC
that way.
Mallet.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say Gavel, so that way it ties into like the whole Ace Attorney universe thing, but sure.
Oh. Phoenix, you have to listen to my mixtape. It's fire as hell, and if you don't, I'm sending it to your next client guilty.
Check it out. I'm on
Get serious.
SoundCloud.
Get serious, Maya. Who would buy a CD of a group named that?
Yeah. What was the name again? That group? MC Hacksaw? No, MC...
And what about the killer? What did he look like?
Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really. Oh,
Okay,
Shapely figure.
we gotta
Shape-
present the magazine clipping to her while we're here.
okay, thank you.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, I need to ask you about this.
Hey, this article's about the case. Whatever.
Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me?
Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits.
That's plural, I only have the one. Me?
I never take it off.
It's sewn into my skin.
This is all
this
I
is
own.
one of the rare opportunities where Adrian can try to make things canon about Phoenix. Yes, you, Mr. Wright.
Arr. Arr. I'm a pirate, you know.
Hey, Maggie, was my evil double AM here too? I am.
That's really funny, actually. That's actually really clever.
No, her name was Blender.
Oh! That's really good. No, I don't remember a phony you, Maya.
Oh, it would have been so cool.
Then you got really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you cleared of this crime, you said.
Okay, I get the picture. But you met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize the guy wasn't the real me?
I guess, looking back now, it was a little strange.
And a little
Only
bit
a little.
orange, maybe.
Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady, and your voice was
bit
a
more
bit
orange.
weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent, and...
So the guy was nothing like me then. You're describing Donald Trump.
But he had your spiky hair and blue suit. Is he
So
really?
Donald Trump with,
Is he
orange
with
really
hairspray.
just a person who vaguely resembled Phoenix, but he
I
had
don't know.
spiky hair and a blue suit? So everyone's like,
And
"Oh, that's
she's
Phoenix."
like, yep.
That's Phoenix, toe to tip.
That's like that Funhouse joke of Bruce Green always wearing the legendary T-shirt, like the company logo. And so like if anybody walks into the office wearing that shirt, it's like, oh, that's got to be Bruce.
It's Bruce.
Gotta be. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me?
How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Wasn't he real sus?
What's he, a
Everyone
little
had
suck?
these big question marks on their faces, but it seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir.
Oh, well, that's because it was question mark silence day and the court day.
This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
You don't know about question mark silence day, Maggie?
No, what is that?
It's a national holiday where everyone wears question marks on their faces and they're silent during courthouse hearings.
This is a really
Unfortunately, it was
weird.
also
This is a
Bird
really
of
weird.
Guilty Day.
This is a really weird bit, Phoenix.
It's a very specific holiday. I wouldn't expect you to know if you're not a true American.
I gotta.
Not American.
I'm realizing that this voice is just me with my tongue slightly elevated, so now I'm wondering if I can actually put some like actual emotion into it. I'm gonna
It's just
try some
slightly
stuff.
nasally and slightly higher.
It's literally just my tongue is higher. That's it.
Nice.
Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney. Unless the guy also passed the bar, which isn't a high bar these days. So we should be able to get a retrial.
Mr. Wright.
No.
Okay. Do you think we'll win next time, sir?
No.
No.
My life has been a full course meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert.
Well, I hope you're ready for supper.
Since I was 6 months old when
that
I
was
fell
real
from the
good.
9th floor of my apartment building.
Maggie.
I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods.
She deserves the title as a goddess.
And no, she's not a goddess, she's
Absolutely.
an avatar of a god.
She's
Oh.
the champion.
She's the
Yeah.
champion of the god of bad luck, which she did not choose. She got unlucky,
That's even
some would
worse.
say.
Right, which, you know, is fitting.
Failed at almost every test I've taken. Experienced almost every kind of disaster.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. for a second time. But I will survive! Because Maggie
Hey,
Bird
hey.
always lives on to fight another day.
Oh,
Hey,
as long
hey!
as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive.
And one day, I'll find it, sir. Just wait and see. Oh my god, I'm having trouble. I'll find that one single moment of good luck. What about the last case where I saved your ass?
You mean I saved your ass?
Ooh, Gene, what?
Zinni off.
It's Phoenix backwards.
Zinni-off is how I pronounced
Okay,
it.
Zinioff is really gonna pay for this.
What are you staring at me like that for? Maya's right.
We're gonna get him.
Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an instant girl convicted of murder had better watch out, or my name
We'll
isn't
find him.
Zinni-off.
Don't you worry, we'll get Zinioff for you. Thank you. Adrian.
So
That was good.
I know that because I think Adrian said this before, but Game 4 takes place in like Korean or whatever, like a foreign country. That'd be really funny.
Okay, that's Game 6.
Game 6, sorry. That'd be really funny if they had like just a throwaway character that was a witness and his name was Zin, and it's like
Thinking.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you where Trebien is.
I think we'll make it, Adrian, to that moment.
Trez? Ah, right. The restaurant where the murder took place.
That's literally
Looks
not
like-
what I just said. I said Trebien and you said Tres. This S is silent. How would
Listen,
you know
I
that
don't
there's
care
an...
about other countries.
you
I'm a
doing
How
red-blooded
the
Blooded
fuck
American.
would you know that there's an S in there when we're talking to each other vocally?
Phoenix is like,
Because
"Listen,
I assume
can't
that you're
use
hiding it
French."
from me, you filthy liar.
I assume you're hiding the letters from me.
I know they're there.
I know they're there. It's French.
Conspiracy, I tell you. They're hiding everything.
Yes,
All
sir.
those silent letters.
Yes, sir.
Sneaking around like fucking ninjas. I
When
hate
you
the
go,
silent
please
letters.
tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi.
Mayonnaise?
What?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh my god, what just
One.
happened?
You okay?
I don't know, my
Okay.
computer was really lagging.
I
Okay,
also,
well,
I
you're
also
back.
think I hear someone screaming in agony behind you, Saba.
That makes that okay. Sure, alright, Nick, let's
Are you
go
at a
check out
party?
this restaurant and its food. I am at a gathering.
Okay.
Some
Wait,
people.
you're at a gathering and you're streaming with us?
I said I'm dedicated
Why?
because
Okay. Is there anything else I have to do?
part of
with
my
Maggie Bird?
personality.
Not here. We have to
I
go
need
to the
to see
restaurant. And
this.
then we have to go back after examining something.
The
I am
dedication. Oh
so-
my god.
Oh my god, it's so pink.
We're not seeing the guy yet. We have more stuff to do. We might
Oh my
not
god,
make it.
hurry up. I want to see, I want you to see him.
We might not make it.
Yep.
Might have to wait till next week.
I think there's a
Are
good chance we will. but there's a small
You
Fuck is,
kidding?
is that?
Wow, look at this place. Just keep going. I don't know what you're looking at, but I don't think you should be looking at it.
Look, more like smell. What's with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? Do you want to take Phoenix back while
I
Maggie's
can
off
take him.
screen?
I can take him back, sure. Then
Sure.
again, girls like that kind of thing, right?
Actually, I'm
Mayonnaise?
not all that into it. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here.
Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant. It's open for business. Hello?
Things.
Anyone here? In this one-room restaurant? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here.
Perfect. Let's get intrusive.
Oh my god. Let's break some shit.
If there's no one here, we can take anything we want, right, Phoenix?
No. Yeah, I suppose we can.
You agreed.
We have to examine the magazine.
It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French. Oui, oui.
Uh-oh.
Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya?
Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I?
No, then they'd have to draw me in a different sprite.
Yeah.
It's the
wear normal clothes every now and then.
Huh? There's something stuffed behind the rack. Sports.
Yeah, looks like a sports paper. I agree with you there.
It says sports. That's how you
Hey,
know.
and look at this. Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages. Ha ha ha! MC Bomber. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. That's a lot of zeros. $100,000? Maybe?
I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. I mean, is that not the band? This paper. It's from December 3rd. This paper's from the day of the boys. It's been sitting there behind the fucking rack for a month? Also, I saw that the table still had coffee stains on it. It's been a month!
Maybe business was slow.
Captain Fight Fist won't allow anyone to clean
Why?
it.
Dude, I
No
can't
one
believe
can
we
make it
have
through
I
the
can't believe we have
restaurant.
canonical imagery of what Captain Fight Fist looks like.
There he
That's
is.
not him, that's Armstrong, of course.
Yeah, that's his
That's
alter
just
ego.
some,
I
that's
mean,
some French dude. That's
Uh-oh.
some French dude. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
just
A paper from the day
some
of the
dude.
murder. This could be a clue. I should see if I can find out some more about this paper.
Alright, now I gotta go back and present that to Maggie.
Okay.
We're done here already.
Wow.
Got enough time.
Alright.
Got 30 minutes.
I'm
I
taking
believe in
Phoenix
this.
back as long as we're here, I guess.
Go.
Oh, a
That's-
sports paper. Let's see. Did Guts and Braun manage to defeat his defend his heavyweight title?
I like that name, by the way, Guts and Brawn.
I hope
That's
it's
good
I
name.
hope it's a character in a later game.
Sorry, Maggie, that paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder.
It still got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid.
Why does everyone know
Sad.
this?
No,
Yeah,
I'm into
everyone
heavy
knows Guts
wrestling.
and Brawn.
Totally.
I found this paper in the magazine rack at Tresbean.
Tresbean.
Really? That's strange. Très bien doesn't get the newspaper. Mr. Armstrong blah 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 says he's not really fond of them because
Why are they all in
because they were
French?
invented by the French.
Then maybe one of the customers left it behind.
Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is a scribble here.
Aha! That's it, sir. MC Bomber. That was the name that was written on the CD.
Just as I thought.
Oh, your voice went really deep there. Are you okay, Maggie?
I'm fine.
I guess it was.
No.
She started smoking in jail.
God.
So that $100,000 must be a down payment for a record deal, right?
Someone gave me 100,000. I'd sing for sure.
Really, Sava?
You want to
Do
get
you
me
have
100,000?
100,000 you're hiding somewhere, Zach?
I could pretend that I do.
The master of Quran or the spirit song or even Maya's theme.
I like my
Maya's theme.
Okay, Maya. I think Phoenix's theme is better. So if the sample CD was on the victim's table, that means that this newspaper may have belonged to the victim. Eureka.
Right, Eureka!
So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh?
You'd better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick?
Now we've written that one thing to her, we have to go back.
Really?
We are
Okay,
gonna
I'm
we are
now
gonna see the guy
For
now.
this. I am
Oh
ready
my god.
for this to happen.
It's Grant, by the way.
No, you have to see it. It might be you, Zach. I need you to do this, Zach. It has to be you.
Alright, Zach.
We're gonna have auditions with only Grant and Zach. Although
has
I would
to be-
prefer
I'm gonna
I
say-
want Grant to do it.
Wow, that'd be hilarious, but I also need Zach to do this as well.
I mean,
start it off.
am I? He's effeminate, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume.
Ooh la la, bonjour, welcome to Très bien, to la Très bien.
Hello?
What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff.
I'm apparently doing this fucking guy, so you have to do it.
I just said that, yeah. Alright, audition. Zach, go.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Zach?
Oh my god.
Yes?
Not expecting that. Oh my god.
So this character did
You wanna
not
voice
age
him, Frank?
particularly well.
Oh,
my
it is.
god.
It is very hilarious, though. Very hilarious.
Alright, who's doing it, Zach?
We're having auditions.
No,
so
I'm
Zach
gonna
goes
do
first.
it. I
Alright.
just need to give me a second to fucking recover.
Oh man, I really like the idea of this guy being Captain Fight Fist alter
Fight
ego.
Fist.
No, Adrian, the next guy can be Captain Fight Fist.
No, the
not
next guy's
orange
nothing
one.
like Captain Fight
Not
Fist.
the orange one, though, but technically
I know,
he
the
comes
next
in all
guy's
the
nothing
time.
like Captain Fight Fist though. He can't be Captain Fight
Are
Fist.
you sure?
Yes, absolutely sure.
Maybe he can claim to be Captain Fight Fist's best fan.
No, no, because this guy's got the whole French thing going on.
Well, then doesn't Captain Fight Fist though hate French? Why would this guy be Captain Fight
Because
Fist?
it's his
if he doesn't
alter
like French?
ego, he's using it to lure the French in so he can defeat them.
Oh my god.
Alright, whatever,
Regardless.
it's fine. It's just, that'll be my
Bienvenue.
headcanon then.
Welcome to mon petit restaurant.
Wait a sec. Huh? B Avenue?
Bienvenue. Oh my god, I don't like his fucking bug eyes.
Oh my god.
Oh, non, man petit tulip.
Huh? Me?
Look at this face. Look at the, look at la kitten. Oh my god, it's so hard because he's doing kind of both. Anyway, look at this face, like la kitten rejected its own mother. You are frightened, non?
Fatigued.
Alors, you need this. An aromatic bath oil melange of la neroli à la rose. My personal recommendation. Dude, this guy is
I
fucking
need
mental gymnastics.
Huh? What did you tell me?
Oh. Man, also the fact that Zach's doing this means that I have to do Phoenix while he's on screen. So that's two people I gotta cover
well,
Zach for.
Grant can do. Grant can try if he wants.
I would just want Grant to do Captain Fight Fist voice.
Grant,
Just
try it
Captain
out.
Fight Fist voice.
I want you
Pretending
to
he's
try this
French.
French out, because French is so easy.
Oh god.
French
What-
is so easy, obviously.
And
Definitely
you
doesn't.
can't just pull out
Definitely
French
doesn't.
music.
Definitely doesn't force you to reread the line 8 times because of all the fucking accent
I just want him to
Since
be
we already
Captain
had
Fight
someone who did
Fist.
French music. You can't just
Dude,
pull
I'm-
out French music this time, Grant. It's not feasible.
Oh
It's not an
man.
option.
Shit. To just do Captain Fight Fist voice.
Yeah, I just
But
want
French
Captain
Captain
Fight
Fight
Fist
Fist.
voice.
Oui. Just add a couple of drops of this mixture to la bathwater and voila.
I think the joke is that he's not actually very good at French.
So my
I am
effeminate
not.
French voice is just not good enough for you.
I mean, I think
love it.
Saba likes it,
I
but
think it's
I want.
great.
I don't know. Saba and I have
The
opposite
thing
opinions
is
on this.
for the grander scheme of the joke, it's way better to have this guy be Captain Fight Fist. So have
It
him just
is.
do a bad French accent is way funnier. But
At the
I
same
do
time,
like
this is
I do like
perfect
the
for Zach.
effeminate. I mean, Saba, did you just want me to do an effeminate voice? Because I already did that with Max Galactica. Actually,
No,
that
I
was
just
a
thought
foppish
he
voice, that was
resembles you a
different.
little bit via the hair. And I was like, this guy looks.
Via the hair. What the
like-
hell are you talking about?
Look at the
No, I,
luscious
This
light.
guy's-
I gotcha.
This guy's hair is like if Zach's hair took steroids.
And then
What
he
are you talking
curled
about?
it.
My hair looks nothing like this.
No,
His hair
you're
looks like the
right.
evolved version of your hair.
I am right.
You people
Once
are
it hits like
fucking
level
high.
30.
I am right.
Once you hit level 30, Zach, you turn into this guy.
I don't. Well, I get pretty buff. Oh my god.
Yeah. And you become a master patissier, I guess.
And you also become Captain Fight Fist.
You also become Captain Fight. Oh my god. So wait, who's doing it? Zach, if you want, you can do it.
Grant, you're doing it. Because I don't want to have to
I'm
cover
doing-
for Zach on two people.
All right.
But what
Grant,
about?
you
Aren't there
have to
other
make it as good
characters?
as
What if I want to
performance.
do a different character?
Wait, what about the next character, Adrian?
I don't care about the next character.
Wow. Okay.
Are they
This'll be
also
interesting.
French?
No,
Are they
they're
very
not
French?
French.
Oh,
I'm
Actually, I
just
think Zach might be a
questioning.
better fit for the next character. But
Really?
damn it.
Are
I
you
think so.
I mean,
as
I
far as the
guess,
voice, at
maybe.
least.
Okay, fine.
We'll just
Hey,
have you
Grant.
do it, Grant.
All
You
right.
need
Okay.
to
During
you need to be
during the
better
occasions
than
where
Zach.
Grant isn't on stream, I'll just
You
go.
got it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just do it.
I want Grant to slip Captain Fightfist, like, confirming that he's French constantly, like Damon Gant confirms he's not evil.
I'm very French. It will soothe your body and your mind. It's simply fantastic. I'm French, by the way. Just
You
Are you
trust
sure
me, I'm
you're
French.
trust me, I'm French. And for la monsieur.
Who, me?
Look at that face. Like a puppy rejected by life itself, you are fatigued, non? For you, monsieur, I recommend this. Oil of bergamot, and maybe an hint of oui.
Yeah.
Friend.
Grant,
Don't
just make
say
sure
a
at the
hint of
end
wee
of-
wee, please.
At the end of all your sentences, I just need your intonation to go up. You know, like wee wee.
Oui.
Like it's a balloon flying away.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
for every line you read, just go up at the end.
Alright. I will add the peppermint of La Clergy's clary sage for a fragrance of exceptional. Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur.
This is like I don't know. This this seems less like Fight Fist doing a bad impression and more of Fight Fist having fun impersonating the French, making fun of them.
I'm so French. You have no idea.
They're not
I
mutually
own a
exclusive.
pastry.
That's true. My beauty.
Hello. If you will be seated, I will bring you the special menu of the day.
Actually, we're not here to eat. We're lawyers.
Are you French? My bien
Um,
sûr, I know this already, monsieur. You are La Phoenix, right? No?
yes, you know me?
My oui. I will never forget the man who flirts with me, especially in court. Are you French, though?
It's cross-examined by his you know.
He's just constant. Like, the next time he's like, but are you French? Like very serious.
Alright.
I said the line. Continue.
It looks like everyone to do with this case knows who I am already.
I see. I wonder what sort of impression Zine. Oh gosh, Adrian, what is it again?
Zinniop.
Zinniof's been leaving on people, don't you?
Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I am Jean Armstrong.
I am
Enchanté.
Captain.
I'm
John.
Captain I'm Jean Armstrong. Enchanté. Are you French?
I don't want to talk to this guy anymore.
Well, too bad. You got it.
Uh-huh.
This is great pose.
So what does tres bien mean?
It means
I
very
know
good,
tre,
doesn't it?
which means 3, right?
No. Très bien is false.
It's Francie.
Français. In English, you would say very good.
Oh, very good.
Oui, exactement. La atmosphere is très bien, and la cuisine is très bien.
If the food's so good, why aren't there any customers in here?
My cuisine is not for all. Some people, they do not appreciate la haute cuisine. Unless you're French.
I am unless you're French.
Are you French?
I am super looking forward to this being the most fucking saccharine, disgusting food we've ever had. I thought everyone liked hot cuisine.
I do not have many customers because when they're finished eating,
Eating, they must be defeated.
they must
Since
be
I have lost my
accommodated.
accommodated, I do not have enough hands.
So you're running this place on your own now.
Oui, for the moment. No one has answered my advertisement. Pour moi.
Wait, didn't we see Maya in the maid outfit at the beginning? Is Maya gonna
Think
start
so.
working here?
Oh, God.
I wonder.
Please don't eyeball me while you say that.
I am the chef. I am the manager. I'm also a trained aromatherapist. And a hero.
A roaming what?
And a hero for fun.
And a hero for fun. A practitioner of the aromatherapy. The art of soothing the soul with the delicate floral aromas.
Delicate? The smell coming from this from that bottle earlier was anything but. Oh,
So,
by the way, I wanted to say this. So, you remember how I told... Well, I don't know. I'm assuming I told all of you guys before, but remember how I was telling you guys that my firstborn son's name is going to be Isaac? I fucking bolt upright last night for whatever reason, because I suddenly had a moment in my dream where I talked to my firstborn daughter. I couldn't see her. She was, like, completely in shadow, but she told me her name, and I sat bolt upright in a really, like, it was very strange, and I was like, dude, that's a fucking perfect name.
what was it?
Joanna.
Joanna?
Yeah, spelled with a J, obviously.
House. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so Joanna, but French.
No, Joanna in... Well, yes. Shit. You did say French. I thought you said
Dun
wrong.
dun.
I thought you said wrong. In
French,
my...
you say?
French, you say? But yeah,
Oh,
I
by
don't
the
know.
way,
I just wanted to mention that because I'm like, dude, now I know what my first two... Well,
Oh my god.
my first of each of the
Yeah, the-
primary genders.
Yeah.
But by the way, do you want to know
Cool.
what's something upsetting about Armstrong?
He
What?
dies in Full Metal Alchemist.
He's only 5'5".
Oh my
Impossible.
god. He's shorter than me?
Yeah.
My God. Really?
So
I
this
would
is you
like
in the
him to
future, then
be
you
really
shrink
tall.
a couple inches.
But
See, so you are
become Captain
agreeing that
Brightness.
it's Zach, Adrian.
I mean, I said if it's him. But anyway.
So, could you tell me
Secretly
about
agrees.
what you know about the incident?
Bien. It makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since it happened.
Yeah, I guess it's been about a month since Maggie's sentencing.
So, it was the 3rd of last month, just after 1 in the afternoon. A man who was in here for a coffee suddenly became ill.
Because of the poison in his coffee.
Maybe, but he was also French. That is all the truth as I know it. It was Maggie who took his drink to him.
This is way better because if I was just like doing this guy's voice, it would just be like, you know, effeminate French accent. I would definitely not be able to do that and do the fucking Captain Fight Fist jokes at the same time.
They're so good.
I was in the kitchen and I heard the sound of someone collapsing, which is normal to hear around
Kitchen
here.
with a wrench
With
and
the
some
wrench.
Frenchman's head.
When I came out to see what it was, he was slumped in his chair.
He was dead.
Mon Dieu! Oh, he was dead. Maggie had passed out also.
And this man who died, he was alone?
Oui, monsieur. All alone.
Wait. But how do you... Wait. Are you... Like, did he see the guy? Wasn't he back in the kitchen?
He was
Doing his
back, so the
job?
guy must have, like, ran away.
No, he
but...
peeked out, and that's when he saw Maggie was passed out and stuff. And the guy
Right,
was
right,
dead.
and that's what I'm saying, because, like, this artwork seems to imply that, like, oh, he saw him, like, while he was sitting there before he even got his coffee and there was no one there. Like, that's so weird. Well, I guess...
I think that's just illustrating that he was alone, theoretically.
Well, actually, that's
Yeah.
actually... Wait, yeah, because the coffee's not even here yet, so Maggie didn't even deliver it. Man, that's really confusing, because, like, I'm wondering, like, well, then how did this detail not get brought up? And I remember, like, oh... the person who was impersonating Phoenix is a dumbass. Or a dumbass, quote-unquote. But...
I know that Maggie said there was someone else, but
See.
the police, they asked me many times. Are you sure there was no one else at the table, they asked. But I'm not the only one. The old man said the same thing.
Old man? What old man?
Like that character, Adrian.
So, who is this old man you have mentioned?
At the time of the murder, there was another customer in here.
Wait, someone else saw it. I'm not hearing you, Adrian, if you're talking, by the way.
Oh, I've been silent for a bit.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay.
Ma oui. As usual, it came in here alone that
I guess I
day.
could take this old guy.
Well, I was
That's
gonna
it.
ask what your opinion of him is. Sorry, Grant.
Oh,
I
it's
think
all
he's
good.
fine.
You think he's fine? I don't know. For some reason, maybe it's because of the red, but it's just a little bit. It's like I want to
But
get a needle.
a needle. But he said the same thing, that there was no one else at the victim's table.
But Maggie swears there were two people.
My mademoiselle, the lawyer could not prove this, no?
About the lawyer, that was me, I suppose.
Ma bien sûr. French.
French.
Wow, he's the first person who said it wasn't me.
Prove yourself, Nick. Now who's the one making stuff up?
Alright, so.
I have to present something?
Yeah, we represent Maggie Bird's profile.
Man, this really does harken back to game 2.
Maggie was a policewoman once in the past.
Oh, that was good. I was stuck on that word, Grant. I don't know how you did that.
I don't know either.
Yes, but she had to quit for, reasons beyond her control.
Oui. She was a suspect in the murder investigation, no?
Oh, you know about that?
That is why I gave her the perfume for the happiness.
Happiness perfume?
Oui, blended for bergamot, like I have given to you before, also with the tears of the French.
But she's been arrested again and found guilty this time.
This is true. A natural aroma of happiness must have been very strong.
Just admit it, your perfume does not work.
I am not surprised she was the prime suspect. After something like that took place before my very eyes.
Something like what?
What's this guy talking about?
Does this mean... Dear, Maggie did have a motive?
We gotta ask this guy for more info. Stat.
Alright, yeah.
When Maggie took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen? Yes, he smacked her on the ass.
Oh my god. Oui, I suppose you could say so.
Did anything happen? Did anything happen when she delivered the coffee? Yes, he copped a feel and then fingered her right in the pussy.
Oh my god.
It's like, and
Oh
like,
my god.
and it's like, whoa,
Please
and it's
no.
like, yes, it's hard to believe that he is now the president.
Oh no.
So what happened?
No, it was nothing.
It was
Look,
nothing.
Maggie says she didn't even
Don't
know
worry
the
about it,
guy.
bro.
But
It's
he's
just-
still been indicted for murder.
I love him once in a while breaking out of accent, just once in a while.
The
very
prosecution must
young.
have come up with some kind of motive.
Oui, it is true.
If there was anything at all between Maggie and the victim, it could be relevant.
This rose has a lot of petals.
So please, tell us anything you know.
Oh.
You have to
Shit.
break my cyclops, bitch.
Oh my god, there's 3.
Wait, what are we gonna do, Nick?
How did you see them?
Hey, I'm a psychic
She
too.
has more special powers than you do.
Well, we just have to remove. What the?
Whoa, what's wrong?
The Magnemite. It's gone.
Huh?
Oh. I had it in my pocket, but it vanished into thin air.
What? What? What?
But I could see the
What?
Cyclops. Is this the game fucking finally fixing this stupid thing where you have to present the thing?
No, it's not.
Oh, damn it.
It's just you don't need it.
No, it's not.
Damn it.
Oh.
I wish it was them fixing the stupid anyway. Maybe that means the Magnemite's nearby? Magic 9? Mr. Armstrong, could I just confirm something with you again?
Are you lying?
Are you lying? Are you a big doo-doo head liar? The table where the victim was sitting. Was anyone else sitting there?
That is the question you will have to ask him yourselves.
Him?
The old man spends all of his time dans le parc.
Le park? Oh, a park. What park is that?
Behind the restaurant. This is called Vitamin Square.
Ew. So much.
Je vous en prie, my dear. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, vous en
I think
prie?
it's Jevu.
Yeah,
I-
je vous,
It's not
je vous.
che.
I don't know.
Oh no, you're right. It's French.
Yeah, Jevu and Pierre. I think it's Jevu
Je
and
vous
Pierre.
en Pierre, my
Anyway,
Let's go
I'm
check
so
out
French.
this Vitamin Square right now.
we
Nick.
might have just enough time to see the next character.
Do you want to, or
but
do you want
that's
to
about
pause,
it.
Zach?
We might have enough time to just like see the character. I don't know if Flash should be introduced.
Okay, well, he's going.
Square. Oh,
Look
this
at
is
his name.
Oh,
lovely.
this is fun. I like
I
this.
like this. Yeah.
Huh?
Dude, Vitamin Square banging.
Yep. So this is Vitamin Square, huh?
Yeah, I see where they get the name from now. The fruits scream vitamins at you.
Vitamins!
Vitamins!
I feel like vitamins.
It's really annoying, Nick.
That's fun, right?
So loud here.
The
good,
little
right?
banana, the little banana. Vitamins! Vitamins!
Anyway,
She said it.
she already said that, yeah.
Old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about
Vitamins?
vitamins. He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons.
Oh, they're vitamins.
Vitamins. I'm a Pokemon.
Oh my god.
How do you get why I said the needle, Grant?
Yeah, no,
So who's gonna voice this guy?
Well, we have to see if he has any sort of accent things, but I mean, I could. I just do like a. My grumpiness threat level has just been raised to red. All right.
Oh,
you know what? This is
God.
probably a good point to actually stop.
Sure.
What happened?
Dude, I like his theme. His theme of I'm grouchy.
I'm
It's good.
grouchy and angry.
I am angry.
I am so happy that Zach witnessed Le Armstrong.
Dude, Armstrong's a lot to
Armstrong.
take in. It's definitely a game from fucking 2003, 2004.
I love Captain Fight Mrs. Armstrong so much.
It's really funny,
That's
but
how I know I don't-
unfortunately, this does mean that my early attempts to keep those two universes separated has been thoroughly trounced, which also means that Dr. Doobad is here somewhere.
Somewhere.
I mean, was he not Professor Poison?
Professor Poison?
Oh wait, never mind. That's from a different playthrough.
Wait, what?
I'm getting my playthroughs of Ace Attorney mixed up.
Wait, which playthrough was that?
That was Pro ZD playing through this game.
You fool.
They had a running joke about Professor Poison being the one providing everyone with poison.
You fool.
Anyway.
Okay. So, Saba, I mean, Lawrence as well, but, so we're gonna be doing, we doing
Hat in
Hat in
Time?
Time tomorrow. I'm excited.
You guys have fun with that.
Yep.
I'm gonna be working out the logistics for undead people sieging a tower, because I have to do that tomorrow as a DM.
The logistics.
I'm gonna
so
be
yeah,
doing
so there's
homework.
that. I need to reiterate. I'm gonna be sending the four of you specific messages as well. But Grant and Saba, you guys gotta find your name tags that you made before. Cause
Frick.
All right.
yeah,
I could
'Cause-
I could probably figure that out.
because I'll
What?
I'll
Over
repeat just in case. We are going to be doing SCP, not next Friday, but the Friday after that. Because next Friday we're doing.
Did I send it to you via like a?
I don't.
via
The
something?
only one that I have on file is Lawrence's. So if you
Wait.
did, I probably didn't save it. So that's my bad.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
here we go.
Hopefully I can find it then. I don't know if I got rid of it or not.
If you can't, I'll try to. Because I still have
I mean,
the.
I
have
remember
I
it
have the blank.
specifically, Stu.
I'm about to say I have the
So-
blank. So just let me know. But
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. So that
Alright.
should be good.
Good stream,
So
everyone.
that'll be the Friday after this next Friday, and then we'll be doing something beforehand. We'll be doing something beforehand because Grant only gets here at like 10 my time, and then we'll be doing a 2-hour session of SCP, and hopefully, I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to work out the math, but basically,
Spooky season.
I basically have to take the details that I already wrote about the specific rooms and just cut it by like a third, because originally I was planning on it being like a 6-hour session, but I can probably whittle it down
Yeah,
to
that's
2.
a lot. Yes, please.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, I'm
Good
gonna
night,
go look
everybody.
for my name tags. Good night, everyone.
Good stream, everyone.
Night,
Good
everyone.
Good
stream.
stream.
Yeah, good stream.
Excellent work.
Yep.
Alright, later.
Later.